Told y'all I was coming back live. Told y'all there was a possibility that I might double up. I told y'all that it was a possibility that it was the perfect timing. I told y'all it was a possibility. Double tap that screen when y'all get in the chat. It's really going down. Yeah. Double tap that screen. We live once again. Wait for a few people to get in the chat and then we're going to get started, man. But we got more things to talk about. Leadership. We're going to get to a lot of things. We're going to debunk some things as well. We get to see the draft get debunked in real time. It's a lot of things happening with the Cleveland Browns and Shedeur Sanders. Yes, sir. When you get in the chat, please make sure you double tap. Do me that one good favor. Y'all know what it is, man. We live. Cleveland Browns news, Shedeur Sanders. We live, double tap when you get in the chat. Once you get in the live, please double tap that screen, man. The more double taps, the more traffic. And I need all that. So please, if you will, double tap that screen, man. We just getting started. We got a lot of things to discuss. We got a big game coming up this weekend. And everybody gonna be tuned in. This is gonna be one of the most live broadcasts that the Cleveland Browns ever has. Trust me, I will be live. Double tap that screen, folks, please. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Where you listening in from? What city? What state? What's your favorite team? You a Shedeur's fan, supporter, or you just a fan of football? Are you a Cleveland Browns fan? Tap in. Who gonna be the first to hit the chat? Talk to me. But y'all know what we doing here, man. We bring the truth. We bring the exactly what you want to hear. And it might be exactly what you don't want to hear, but trust and believe it's going down right here. Double tap that screen when you enter the chat. I appreciate it. It's real easy and it definitely helps out the channel. I can't stress it enough. This beat kind of make me want freestyle, but I ain't even gonna do it to y'all. Yeah. Double tap that screen, man. Who we got in here? Y'all already know, man. It's going down this weekend, this Sunday. Eyes gonna be glued to the screen. Everybody gonna be watching for what Shedeur Sanders is going to do. What y'all think? Is he going to succeed or is he going to bomb out? There's a lot of people that want him to bomb out. Y'all know that, right? It's a lot of people that don't want this kid to succeed. It's a lot of people who would love to see him not do well. Franchise is cursed. Miles G said the franchise cursed. Hey, Miles G, you in Cleveland? You a Cleveland fan? Miles G is the first in the chat, man. Shout out to Miles G, man. He's the first in the chat. I need to know, Miles, are you a Cleveland fan or are you a Shedeur fan? My man said he is a Chargers fan. Shout out to the Chargers, man. Y'all not looking too bad. I think y'all just took an L, didn't y'all? No disrespect, but yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Please double tap, double tap, double tap when you get in here, man. It's real easy. Helps the channel out to get more viewers in here so we can talk, football. Cleveland Browns, Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel. At Washington College, I am a ball fan, period, though. That's what's up, man. That's what it is. That's what it is. I appreciate a good ball fan. And that's what it is, man. I most definitely appreciate a good ball fan, man. So, what are the predictions, man? What are y'all thoughts and what do you see happening this weekend? The Cleveland Browns versus the Raiders. We got a decent matchup. This is pretty much a good game for Shedeur Sanders to be starting his first time in. And I mean the Raiders, they the Raiders. They're not completely trash, but they're the Raiders. So we kind of almost talking about them like we're talking about the Cleveland Browns. It's been a long time since the Raiders did anything. But Miles G said he gets hate and he gets hype. Comes with his brand and last name. I think Sanders is decent. Whoa fast, Slim. Chill on us. All right. I know who that is. Lil Trey 7. Hey, Lil Trey 7, what's going on, man? Shout out to you in the chat, man. I should have got you in here live. My man Vern's supposed to be in here. He's supposed to be coming through the chat in a few minutes, man. But what's cracking? Miles G said, I think you guys got stars in the making with Jenkins and Fanning. Uh, all to know, right? Uh, I'm not a Cleveland Browns fan, man. I'm a Shedeur Sanders fan, and I'm just covering what's going on with the Cleveland Browns in the midst. Double tap that screen when you get into the live, man. I need those likes. Double tap the screen. You can also share. You can also share the broadcast, man. Share this, send it out to anybody that you know that's talking about this. The Cleveland Brown fans, whatever. Send it out to them. But yeah, I like to know everybody's predictions for what's gonna go on, man. I truthfully believe that this dude with some direction and you know some a game plan that is actually planned out for him. I believe he is going to do a whole lot better than what he did last week. He did what he could do, but at the end of the day, he was one catch away from making it a competitive game, and that's what you really want. Shout out to Lord Trey in the chat, man. Lord Trey 7. Shout out to him. That's my man. Jet life. But what I am gonna say is, man, there's a lot of people that want this boy to fail, man. They in the comments saying that he's a bust. He's not gonna be able to do it. He's gonna look like he did last week. It's gonna be business as usual. And I don't believe that that's gonna be the case. I think that he's getting exactly what the hell he needs and what everybody needs when it comes to starting in the NFL. Now, Miles G says Shedeur needs to step it up, or he needs to step up in the pocket and move forward and not take so many sacks going backwards. Raiders are the recipe to learn with, though. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I know why Lord Trey Seven said that shit, because he's a Raiders fan. We got a Raiders fan in here, y'all. Shout out to the Vegas Raiders. It's going down, but it just so happened that yeah, they play his team. Now I get why he said whoa fast. Now I get why he said whoa fast. But yeah, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game for Shedeur to be in. Now they are playing in Vegas. Am I right? Our secondary is terrible. Shedeur should get right. I agree. And that's all I was saying. I wasn't trying shit on your squad, dog. You know how we go. Raiders used to be my squad a little bit. But yeah, I believe that Shedeur should be able to get right. Now, when it comes to Dylan Gabriel, right? What happens? Do y'all think is any way that he can get back in the driver's seat if Shedeur plays good? Is there any way? Now, if he played bad, we know he's going back in. If Shedeur plays bad, then Dylan Gabriel, the spot gonna be reserved for him. My man Miles G said Josh Jobe is decent at best corner for them, but that's it. Are you talking about the Raiders? Trading Bears one said if the play calling is right. Yeah, I believe the play calling should be decent because what's my man name? Tommy Reese. Yeah, Tommy Reese. And Lord Trey said that's it. Meaning Josh Jobe, a decent at best. Okay. So yeah, man, I think Shedeur should get right. And as far as Dylan Gabriel goes, man, I think he just if Shedeur play right, I think that's it for him. What y'all think? If he does go off, they will downplay it because of who they play. I already know, man. We already know that they're gonna move the goalpost. Double tap that screen, Miles G, and whoever's in this joint. I need y'all to double tap that screen ASAP, please. But of course, they are definitely gonna downplay this shit. But I, what I'm seeing is this, right? And this is why I'm saying that it ain't no way back for Gabriel because the things that Shedeur did post game by like addressing the whole team and taking the whole blame. This dude got in there on that interview. He never said I. I mean, he never said we one time. He never said the word we. And this is why, this is how you win a locker room. When you go in that joint and you take every blame and you take all of the weight off the whole team and say, it's me. I did it. I was wrong. Uh, myself, Shedeur, never once say the word we. Now, on the other hand, you listen to a Dylan Gabriel interview, and all he says is we got to do better. We got to execute. It's no excuses, but we had to do this. And then he'll say, and I know that starts with me. Bro, every interview, that's exactly what he says. We. But That ain't gonna win the locker room. The shit that Shedeur did by stepping up and speaking on, hey y'all gotta ease up off Dylan. He ain't had to do that shit, but that speaks volumes to his character. That speaks volumes to how you win a team over. I mean, I think he already had won the team anyway. He just hadn't won the coach. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that Stefanski all of a sudden out of nowhere drops this bombshell that he was planning on redshirting Shedeur for the entire year. But the whole time this dude is up here telling people that it's a open competition and everybody has a fair chance to win the QB1 spot. When the whole time he's saying that he was going to redshirt this dude, and that's really a lie then. So he was being deceptive, and I just don't know why. Why? Why not just say, all right, we were sitting him for a year? That's not uncommon. Rookies sit for a year. I don't know why the hell you would play Dylan Gabriel in front of him unless you say, you know what, Dylan Gabriel is expendable, and I'm going to protect my golden goose right here. Curtis Franklin, shout out to you in the chat. My man said, if the O-line do what they are to, Shedeur will be just fine. I'm a Browns fan. Good or bad, the Browns get rid of Stefanski. Dang, hold up. Y'all done went up the chat. The Browns get rid of Stefanski. He will never accept Shedeur as a franchise QB for the Browns. I agree. Ain't no question. Trading Bad said Tommy should have been running some screenplays last week, but he didn't. They only had a playbook for DG, so all the plays 12 ran was for DG's strengths. This why teams sit in the 10 and 12 yard of the ball. Yeah, I agree. You goddamn right. You damn right. So they need a playbook or a scheme that's fit for Shedeur. Like they need to be running like the read option or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? With that good ass backfield they got, man, they could do some goddamn damage. But what I also realized was this. They only let Dylan Gabriel throw the ball 7 times in the whole goddamn half. He had 62 goddamn yards. Man, that is horrible. So that means he was throwing 2-yard passes. Basically, anybody could do that. That's high school shit. And that shit make people sick that they got to sit there and watch that shit every week. When you got somebody who can throw a straight beam like Shedeur threw in that game, and you sitting around playing with this dude. And what reason would you redshirt this man for the whole year? What's the reason? What is the goddamn reason you would sit this boy down for the whole year? I could see if he was behind goddamn Joe Burrow or he was behind Lamar Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Or any, you know what I'm saying? Some veterans, Josh Allen, somebody that's working and really, really working that he could really, really learn some shit from. He ain't learning shit from Dylan Gabriel. He could have learned some shit from Joe Flacco, but you got rid of him. So it's a lot of shit going on, and I'm loving the fact that you got all of these pros. You got these people who've been around the sport for years that's saying, yo, this shit not right. Because if you listen to people in the chat, I don't know where they at, but ever since ever since people know Shedeur starting, the haters have left the goddamn building. Shout out to my chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, cause I ain't seen them. They must be gone. They must be sad right now. I don't think they want to talk about the Cleveland Browns. They don't want to talk about Shedeur Sanders because they know what's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? Double tap that goddamn screen right now. But yeah, they gotta understand organizational malpractice. I've never heard that term in my life, but shit is scary when it comes to running the team. Because if I'm on the team and I'm Miles Garrett and shit, I might want to slap the shit out goddamn Kevin Stefanski for the dumb shit that he doing. Nigga, you taking us in a backwards direction fucking with this little handicap ass boy. He can't get it done. He's not gonna get it done. He did start to look better. Anybody's gonna look better if you put training wheels on him and shit. But this the NFL, man. Ain't nobody got time for no goddamn training wheels. Double tap that screen. If you just came into the chat, double tap that screen. Let's get these numbers up. I need way more likes. Way more likes before we go on, man. I got a whole lot of shit to break in here, but we need some more likes. Double tap the screen if you just got in here, please. We just had a surge of people come in the chat. So double tap, double tap, double tap. And yeah, man, so the leadership that's being shown by Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel ain't never gonna be able to start ever again, just based on the leadership qualities that Shedeur Sanders had. Every analyst that you're listening to is saying, even though he played bad, he played horrible, right? We all know that. We all can agree that the boy played bad. It looked crazy. But the shit that you saw and the potential that you saw, you know that with the proper guidance and the proper planning, this it's gonna be a whole nother story. It damn sure ain't gonna be what you saw last week. And if it is, we got problems. If it is, we got problems. Ben says, I think Stefanski should be calling plays again. He did this last year. What did he do last year? I appreciate that, Ben. Uh, but what did he do last year? Oh yeah, he gave up his play calling, his play calling duties. Yeah, I don't know what you call that, lazy or what? Because he's what you call it, man? He a coach of the year 2 years in a row. So let me ask you this: the years that he was the coach of the year, did he goddamn give up his play calling duties? Because that's weird to me. You keep on giving up your play calling duties, and it's always in the bad part of the season. It's not in the good part of the season. It's not in the good seasons. It's in the bad seasons. He Aledo to play. What the hell is Aledo? The plays those years. He called the plays those years. I'm assuming that's what you were saying. Okay. Kev need to be fired. Charmaine, shout out to you. I agree. I agree. Just based on the handling of the two rookies that you got in camp, just based on the fact that you don't have nobody but two rookies on the team, you should be fired. You know what I'm saying? I watched a podcast with Shannon Sharp, and he said that one of their offensive coordinators didn't have the team ready, didn't have the people ready that was supposed to be ready, and he got fired on the spot. So based on that alone, Stefanski should be out of there. He needs to be gone. But why do you think he needs to be play calling? And I guess because the play calling looked crazy because he was trying to make Dylan Gabriel look like he belonged in the NFL. My opinion, the only thing Stefanski was trying to do was prove that Dylan can play in the NFL. It was almost like he must have promised his mother uh that he was gonna make sure Dylan succeeded or some shit. And she was sick, and needed a pick me up. Like Dylan gonna play. I don't know, man. That shit is crazy. Terrence Williams says 12 is going over 300 yards on Sunday. You watch. Ooh, I might go ahead and put that on FanDuel. That might be a FanDuel bet for me, champion. Hey Trey, what you think? Charmaine said Kev need to be fired. I'm gonna say it's close to that for me. Kev need to be dealt with. Double tap that screen for me, folks. We got 35 people in here. Can we at least get it up to 20 likes? Double tap that screen. You've been in here this long, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get the numbers up. Let's run it up to like 100. Let's run it up to 200 tonight. Share this live. Let me share it to one more person. Yeah, we need 35 likes. Trading Bears, you already know. Shout out to Trading Bears. We need 35 likes in here, easy. Because there been way more than 35 people in here. Let's run them up. It's 8 likes right now. It's 34 people in here. But I love to have 35 likes. Double tap that screen for me, folks. It's real easy. So, like I said, Shedeur Sanders in the press conference, man, him sticking up for Dylan Gabriel, that right there is what's going to win. I mean, he already won the locker room. These people already know that, but he's just doubling down. He's doubling down with that shit and letting folks know, look, it ain't what y'all think. But I ain't never heard Dylan Gabriel mention Shedeur Sanders one time. And for Shedeur to be such a big, huge presence, then it was seen that at some point he would be mentioned. Or, he could do the exact same thing. But hey, I guess, I can't ask Dylan Gabriel to be exactly who Shedeur Sanders is. But what I am starting to see across the web and across the net is people talking about the potential that they saw last week in that horrible performance that Shedeur Sanders uh, put out there. It was bad, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I was pissed off. I was like, damn, what the fuck is going on, man? What's happening? But at the same time, I understood that this man is up against a huge task. And I think that at the end of the day, that pass, if he hadn't made that pass down the middle, that dart, that right there alone can shut all of the talk up about him. He don't have arm talent or arm power. Like, man, where y'all getting this shit from? Where are y'all getting this shit from? Trading Bears said 12 has to step up in the pocket. Team knows he will run if the pocket isn't clean. That keep the team in position to push the ball downfield, not taking a 15-yard sack, win games. Hey man, you right there. That's the blueprint. He gotta step up in the pocket. He's got to step up in the pocket. If he don't step up in the pocket and he keep on going backwards and doing all that jazzy running around, that shit works in college. It works in college. But these boys are so damn fast in the NFL that you ain't got that shit. They running straight through those little turns and twists. You gotta be Tony Romo to get away from that shit. Because he was one of the best at doing that goddamn turn. He says, Ben says the line is so damn bad. And they are. They are. They might as well put Myles Garrett up that motherfucker. They might as well put Myles Garrett and one of them other defensive line in as tackles. They might do something. They're just gonna have to block for Shedeur. Ain't no question. He gonna need some blocking. But one thing Shedeur Sanders also got to understand is you don't have no 2 seconds in the NFL. You got a second and a half. Normally, you got a second and a half to know where shit going before somebody puts some heat on you. Joshua W said 4 of 16 for 47 yards, 0 TDs, 1 interception. He. Yeah, we know. We know. That was a horrible performance. But remember, Gabriel's first performance, that shit was worse than that. It was worse than that. So Gabriel ain't never threw a 40-yard pass. I ain't see you he about that, Josh. So, you gotta understand that we saw it. It was bad. It was horrible. I ain't sitting up here saying that shit was good. But what I will say is I saw more potential in one or two throws. That touchdown pass that was dropped, that was a dime, and also that 40-yard dart across the middle. So just those two plays alone, if that was all I saw, would show me that he got more than Dylan Gabriel got. Because Dylan Gabriel ain't never in his life, as the Cleveland Browns quarterback, threw a 40-yard attempt. His longest attempt is 26 yards. So that candy ass arm, you know what I'm saying? And people just gotta face it. I can throw a 4-yard pass, and so can Dylan Gabriel. But he ain't throwing no 40-yard dart across the middle, over the top, in between, in the bucket. So that's what Shedeur Sanders brings to the table. And you already know. Charmaine, I just modded you up. Appreciate it, Jordan. Yeah, man. So the NFL really can't believe the next Tom Brady is Deion Sanders' son. When the smoke clears, Shedeur Sanders will be one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. Demon Killer 19. Shout out to him in the chat, man. Hold on, I gotta hit my gong for that one. You goddamn right. You goddamn right, Demon Killer. That's what they can't believe. Demon Killer came in here and dropped smoke. What else kind of noises I got on this motherfucker? Yeah. Yeah. That part. That part. Trading Bear says he can't see downfield. Charmaine, you got me? All right, Terrence said it wasn't horrible at all. That game was for the fans. Shedeur has always played like that, miraculous while running for his life. If that damn receiver would have caught that end zone pass, oh boy. Hey, you ain't never lied though. That motherfucking pass was on the money. Dime. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the shit that Dylan Gabriel could never do. You said luck. Is that what you saying, Josh? Joshua W? Josh said that shit was luck, man. What's sad is we have no running game in today's game for balanced attack defenses, which take the pressure off Shedeur's passing game. Listen, hey man, Curtis, I'm trying to tell you, I was sitting there thinking to myself, why the hell did they stop running the ball? At least, you know what I'm saying? Switch it up, play action, make them think that you're gonna run the ball and then go over their head. You know what I'm saying? But if you just going let Shedeur pass 17 times, which told me one thing. It told me two things. It told me that they don't trust Dylan Gabriel to throw the ball. So even with Shedeur being behind Dylan Gabriel, they trust his arm and throwing capabilities more than they trust Dylan Gabriel. That motherfucker had 7 passes or 7 completions for 62 yards. He was throwing the ball to himself. He's throwing the ball to himself, basically. You know what I'm saying? That part. Yeah, man. Dylan Gabriel is, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it, Shedeur gonna be straight. Shedeur gonna be good. And I'm very you know, excited to see what he gonna bring to the table this weekend. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had some tickets to go to Cleveland and get in that state, ain't no tell you might see Lil Weezy, you might see Jay-Z, you might see the Prince of Buckingham. Ain't no telling who you gonna see in this joint, man. This gonna be some stars. This shit gonna be like when Ali and Joe Frazier was a Thriller in Manila. This shit gonna be like George Foreman, the Rumble in the Jungle. This shit gonna be crazy, man. Y'all gotta understand that this shit is about to be sports history. And the crazy thing is this. Hey, listen, they can voice their opinion about Shedeur. I don't care about that. Charmaine. I don't mind them voicing their, as long as they ain't saying nothing vulgar or crazy, let them stay in here. I need them. I need them. If they just talking football and they're just talking, I ain't tripping. Let them live. Why is it history just because he is African American? No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the superstars. You got to understand this. Who is this? Good night, Munchie. You got to understand this, champion. You remember when Michael Jordan came to the league? The hype that was behind Michael Jordan, Air Jordan, and he had this nickname, and goddamn Chicago Bulls was in a dark age. Their whole existence was a dark age. People didn't know who the hell the Chicago Bulls was. I never heard of the Chicago Bulls until Michael Jordan got drafted to them. And I've been watching basketball my whole life. I ain't know no goddamn Chicago Bulls was when I was 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? So when Michael Jordan went to the Bulls, okay, I know who the Bulls is now. It's the same shit for Cleveland. People don't know who that. If you're a little kid and you know about the 49ers, the Cowboys, the Eagles, you know about the Patriots, you know about, you know what I'm saying? You might not know who the hell the Browns is though until you're about 20. You know what I'm saying? Because they just lose. They don't do nothing to make you know them. I am. You know why? Because the hype around Shedeur Sanders, good night, Munchie. The hype around Shedeur Sanders is reminiscent to the hype around Michael Jordan coming into the league. Yes, it is. It may not be for you because you got your perception and you have your opinion, and that's cool. But you got to understand that you ain't seen no star power like Shedeur Sanders since probably Deion Sanders in football. You haven't. I live in Los Angeles and I didn't even know that Cleveland still had a team. Now because see what I'm saying? Holy shit. Now because of the Shedeur, I can't get enough. God damn. Hey, listen. I'm all the way in the nation's capital. Hey, Lisa, you right by me, Lisa. Shout out to you. Diamond District, Dodge City. All right. He said, crazy as I was thinking that. Uh, Kenyon Fleming, shout out to you with the chat. Listen, man, I'm trying to tell y'all, you ain't seen no shit like this. Good night, Munchie. Since you don't understand, like, they beat the shit out of Michael Jordan. They thought he wasn't gonna be shit. And they was calling him a bust. And they was saying that Michael Jordan wasn't gonna be that. He wasn't gonna do shit. The NBA dudes was mad as shit that they was calling him Air Jordan and they was calling him, you know, he was supposed to be somebody and he just got in the league. So yeah, they didn't like Jordan. They didn't like what he stood for. And they didn't like the fact that he was getting all of this goddamn attention. He just came out of college. And they supposed to act like he the best thing since sliced bread ever came. Yeah, this the same shit right here. And it was people like you that said the same thing about Michael Jordan and LeBron James and Kobe Bryant and all the kids that came out of high school. So yeah, their hype wasn't Shedor's status though. Shedor's status is Taylor Swift type of social media following. Y'all don't be hearing this man. He say two words on his Twitter, and the whole country went crazy. So Shedeur Sanders and Dylan Gabriel are on two different. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even close. Demon Killer, hold up. Curtis Franklin said, "You're absolutely right, bro. Munchie sleepwalking. This country makes billions off black athletes. Yeah, Munchie, you gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. I mean, white athletes too. But you know what's going on. You know what's going on." Demon Killer said the Browns got a great defense. Next draft, they need to focus on the O-line and playmakers on offense with Shedeur at QB. The Browns will be a formidable foe against the New Orleans Saints for years to come. Boom! Hold up. You heard it. You heard what the man done said. I live in Ohio. Oh shit. That's my girl right there. I live in Ohio and did not like the Browns until Sanders. Ooh, I know how that shit is because I'm around the Redskins and I don't like them. But I do like Jaden Daniels. Shout out to him. Uh Sir Bay 9608 said, and whoever broke into Shedeur house will be found. Ain't no question about it. You know, they always doing some sucker shit, man. I have been praying for Shedeur to get this opportunity. Number 2, number 12 is a beast. All right. Oh, I got my guest. My guest is here, y'all. Yeah, 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 yeah. Turn
What's
your
up,
mic
bro?
on or whatever. I can't hear you. Oh, you know what? I might gotta put my headphones on. I do. Hold up. I got a guest on, y'all. Ray Frangizi.
I'm in here.
What's up, bro?
Ain't nothing, bro. I'm up in here, man. I'm
Man,
sitting here enjoying the conversation. You know,
indeed, indeed, indeed.
excited about what newness the Browns have to bring on Sunday.
Man, it's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy. I'm trying to tell you.
I'll
It's
tell
gonna
you what.
be what's that?
I never seen so much anticipation for two loser teams to play against each other. I don't know the last time there's been excitement brewing around something like this, man. At least from who I've been talking to as far as sports fans, I see half the people I talk to rooting for him to succeed, and then half the people I see all I'm noticing
Hating.
yeah, is root for him to they everybody want to be proved right, whether they was right or or proved wrong, one or the other. So, but either way, that's good for ratings. That is very good for ratings.
All right, listen, my man Terrence Williams said one of the main reasons why his fan base went viral is because of what happened to him during the draft. And they tried to convince real fans that we didn't see what he did in college. Yeah, that shit is no bullshit right there.
Yeah, I agree with that, Terrence.
They be
Definitely. I
bluffing like shit,
yeah.
acting
Tell
like
me.
this man didn't ball the hell out in college. I mean,
Yeah.
the man had a 74% completion rate with no damn offensive line. So Cleveland
Nope.
ain't gonna be no difference.
Nope. The only difference I would say, well, is obviously the level of play is different, but like one thing I noticed from like just his last showing that I'm sure looking at film and then meeting up with the players and being having an opportunity to be in meetings and prepare in a different way, uh that ain't gonna happen. Like the main critique that I had when he was in college was that he held the ball too long, for wait for something to get open. Uh he won't be afforded that same opportunity. And I think he learned that uh from playing this week. Like when I watched Shador's press conference, It's like, how can you not root for this guy when you watch how he addresses the press, man? And then he's
Exactly.
very, very humble, very, appreciative and just thankful of the moment. And he's not losing that. And one of the things that he said in the press conference, of the many things that made me like kind of excited to watch him, was, you know, one, everybody knows this by now, but like he didn't have any reps, so he was just excited to be able to throw the passes to Judy and them. But then two, now that he's going to have a week worth of preparation, he can understand and have some of those tendencies now. How Judy comes out of his breaks and how fast it takes to get out of breaking into a route, and same thing with his tight ends and things of that nature. And that way they can actually work on timing. That's like one of the X factors that no one talks about that doesn't know football like that. Timing, timing,
Right.
timing. Like, and that comes with repetition. You know, being able to get that down pat. So now that he has uh, at least a week's worth, I would love to see what the outcome is going to be. And I expect it to be way better than it was during his debut. And I would love to see if in his debut start as a rookie in Cleveland, he will be the first one to, what's that, in 30 years, to actually
Yep.
a rookie debut, a rookie quarterback's starting debut, if he
Starting.
wins it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was Eric
Yep.
Zaire or something like that. That won it 30 years ago, 1995, for the Browns. He was a rookie at the time when he started and won. So, Shedeur has an opportunity to do something that ain't been done since before he was born.
Hey, Trey in the chat talking about, God damn. Hey, but look though. It says, do people know the Browns have went through 42 quarterbacks since 1999? That is fucking ridiculous.
Dang. Yeah, that is.
Good night, Munchie said probably one of Shador's friends broke into his house.
That's fucked up. Shedeur was like, they ain't take my jewelry.
Hey, good night, Munchie. Be on that bullshit. Hey,
Good
Ben,
night,
my
Munchie,
team is
yo.
the Cowboys, man. You know what I'm saying? So you know I'm a primetime fan. Sir Bay said, good analogy on the Jordan facts. It's real shit. You ain't
Yeah.
seen nobody that has been um sought after, especially not in football. The last time we seen this shit was like Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders. And don't forget that you think the NFL forgot what the hell Deion Sanders did when he came into the league?
No.
Man, they had it in a headlock.
Well, to me, I feel like what Bo Jackson did and what Dion did was prompted the league to. Like, I feel like they discouraged it, because you would think it would be more dual sport athletes after that. Because most of the best world class athletes have been well rounded and played multiple sports throughout their life. You know, but
Yeah.
yeah, I would love to see that, man.
All right. So it says he has never seen the speed of the game. Now he does.
Yeah.
And
That's
yeah,
what he
that's
mentioned in the press conference. And that's exactly what he
absolutely.
mentioned in the press. He was like, now I get to see what this is like. And what's that like? To me, it was like he finally got he had some real reps, and then he's now taking mental reps off of what he's seen in that short amount of, those short amount of reps that he's had. And I think, as a quarterback, he's clocking that. He's like, okay, now he knows what to expect more so. I'm just excited for his preparation, man. I really feel like he's gonna do his thing, man. And shout out to Miles Garrett too, man, as a leader of that team.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
I mean, the fact that he got on the podium and was like, first of all, it was a testament to Shadeur's character in the locker room, to the point where, as though Shedeur addressed the team in the locker room in that loss. He
Yep.
wasn't the starting quarterback. He didn't even play most of the game, but he took it upon himself as the quarterback. And as a
Yep.
quarterback, he just automatically assumed and took upon a leadership
No,
role.
as a leader. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
That
as
was
a leader.
big. That was
Yes, that was
huge.
huge. And then Miles Garrett was like, "We're not gonna let that man put it all on his shoulders. It's an 11 man, you know, team, and we're not gonna let him own that. We all take some ownership in that." So that was good, and that was great as a leader and the captain of the team, to basically take some of that off of the shoulders of this rookie, because he don't need all that weight. He don't need extra weight to bear and put on himself. So that's encouraging. And the fact that he has Miles Garrett smiling and laughing, and he's one of them not jokey type of dudes all the time, lets you know that
Right.
he actually goes for Shador and he's rooting for him. That says a lot too.
Man.
Yeah, man. He
Miles
but
Garrett.
and he wants to win in Cleveland. particularly. That's why he continued to get extended and things that Ben could have left. He could have went any way he wanted to go. And he still can at this point, but he wants to win in Cleveland and he wants, so and they have one of the league's best defenses. They defense is fucking A1. That's why they gave the Ravens so much so much of a challenge at this last game.
I
Their
tell you
defense.
what,
What did Miles
you
Garrett
get
had
a
Miles Garrett had like 5 sacks?
he had 10 sacks in 3 games.
Right. So what did what did who Trading Bears one said the Raiders need a QB and they may look to trade him, but then Goodnight Munchies Goodnight Munchie be yelling, yo. He said Raiders could get 10 sacks and 5 turnovers and still lose the game. Shout out to all my Raiders fans.
I know Trey in here, man. He a big Raiders fan. My man Terrence Williams. If anybody bet, he's saying Shedeur Sanders gonna have over 300 yards. Y'all know how
Mm.
much money that's gonna win on the
Ooh,
line.
that's a big over under right
Ooh.
there.
Hey, shout out to you, Terrence Williams, in the chat, man, for real.
Yo.
Ben says even with Baker, they could have had Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. Who you talking about? The Browns? You
Mm.
stupid. Yeah,
Brian. Yeah,
they
you remember that?
drafted Baker, right?
Yeah, they had Bake over there. That Ben responded to them. I think his response is in response to those 42 quarterbacks since '99. Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy. Raiders
yeah,
need a
but
QB. He plays well. They may look to trade for him. Who you talking about? The Raiders might want to trade for Shedeur. Shedeur ain't going nowhere.
yeah, nope, yeah, man.
Trey said we definitely need him. Hey, that would be a great pickup for y'all, boy. Garrett
Yeah,
wants a trade. I've heard Yep, the Cowboys could use him. Right? We'll take him too. And they said that the only people who would end up with him is the Cowboys or San Francisco. Those two teams would be set up to get Miles Garrett.
Sheesh. Cowboys
Garrett
don't
is a
need.
beast.
Cowboys
Shit.
don't need.
Shit. We just man, look, we
Look,
get him, boy. It's
I'm
over.
just being look. I'm a Giants fan, so I'm just being really selfish right now. I don't got nothing to say. I just know that we don't need a Miles Garrett in my division.
Hey y'all, double tap that screen for me, y'all. We got like 50 some people in here. Somebody just did, but I need y'all to double tap that screen, man. This is what we do each and every day, multiple times a day. This is like my third time going live today, man. So, and we had a great live, great feed earlier, man, as well as this one right here. So let's get down to business. All right, let me
Yeah.
read some more of this. Thank you. People say that Miles doesn't want to be in Cleveland, but he really does. He just wants to win. Hell yeah,
Yep.
he don't want to go nowhere, man. He want to win in Cleveland.
In Cleveland, definitely. He wants to win in Cleveland. That's the deal. So, uh, I would love to see them do that, man. I just think about like Cleveland is one of them organizations. What's another organization like Cleveland? Like the fan base is always there. Like that's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him no matter what. But at the same time, yo, they never win. Every,
I'm gonna tell you, it ain't too many
every year.
fan bases like Cleveland, though, man.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. But the
It
fan,
ain't too many them motherfuckers. Yeah,
I'm
they
trying.
there.
I'm trying to think. Raiders. I say the Raiders
Yeah,
then because
The Raiders
that was
like
that.
that.
Yep, the Raiders are
Yeah,
another fan base.
The Raiders is another fan base that's like that.
Yeah, they always lose, but but the difference is at least the Raiders had a heyday. Cleveland never really
No,
had a
the
heyday.
Raiders got rings.
Yes, they had a heyday.
That's
That's what
the
I'm saying.
difference.
They
Yes.
in the '70s especially, the Raiders was uh, but man, Cleveland can't say that. Cleveland, what they had,
They don't got shit.
what was the game they had?
I
I think
think
Ernest
Jim
Bonner
Brown
played
them
for them,
won some shit or something though, didn't he?
but I don't think that might not have been Super Bowl era if he
Nah,
did.
that was a wooden ring.
Yeah, that was the NFL AFL era. I'm just thinking like
Yeah.
the closest they got, I'm trying to think, was it Bernie Kosar who was the quarterback, Ernest Bonner, or somebody fumbled on a goal line, and like they've been jinxed ever since, dog. Like they was about to
That was
drive.
Ernest Bonner.
That was Ernest Bonner.
Yep.
That's hardcore right there.
My man
But
Curtis Franklin said both Miles and Shador deserve a ring for the city of Cleveland, but with Stefanski as head coach, yeah, I feel you. Correction, Super Bowl without Stefanski.
yeah, go okay,
Good night,
go.
Munchie said Cowboys fan, boy. He said I ain't shit.
Yeah,
I
yeah. Good
basically
night.
ain't shit. Coach Rock. Hey, Hey, I'm in Baltimore. I'm a Maryland, I'm a Maryland guy. Never the hell with Colts, man. We ain't
Yeah,
like
no.
Colts since they left in the middle of the
Yeah,
night
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
Fuck them, man.
Coast just
Th-
hopped up in the Mayflower truck and just dipped on the low.
yeah, they left in the
Yeah,
in
yeah,
a snowstorm,
yep,
2 o'clock in the morning.
yeah.
Hell
Out
nah.
of,
We
was
can't rock
out of
with
there.
them.
Nah, we don't rock with
Trading
Coast
Bed
at all.
said new sub, man. Shout out to him, man. Everybody in here need to sub to this channel, man. We do
Yeah,
this all the
yeah.
time.
Yo, shout
Uh
out Trading Bear, yo. That's a D.
already.
Trading Bears one, to be specific.
Yes, sir. Good night, Munchie. Shout out to him. He said Colts could put final nail in the coffin for Kansas City.
Yo, that's a
Yeah,
good
if
point. Good
they
night,
lose,
Munchie, man. That's a. I was thinking about that game when I was looking at the matchups. Good night, Munchie, and I was like, man, this is a tricky game because the Colts, of course, what they 9-2, and they got, but I can't. This is how I'm looking at it. I can't. It's something about it where as though I cannot count the Colts. I mean, the count KC out for losing, especially at this point in the season and losing 2 games in a row. I can't see it.
shout out to Detroit, man.
Yeah.
Curtis Franklin.
Yep. Shout out to Dresden, Ontario. Yes, indeed. Good night, Munchie. You represent.
Charmaine said hit that like button, y'all, and subscribe. I appreciate you, Charmaine, for real. Nine championships. Who got 9 championships? God damn.
Yeah, that's what I want to know, Curtis. Terrence Williams. He said, when I think of Cleveland, I think of my favorite sports movie, Major Major League. Yeah. Wild thing. Yeah, that's a dope movie right there.
Trey, why you
Definitely.
keep retracting your messages? What's going on? Oh, that's some malfunctioning shit.
Yes, it did. No, it
Anytime.
didn't.
But yeah,
Yes.
man, listen, y'all. Y'all already know, man. Y'all need to be tuned into this channel because I broadcast live. It's some little tricky magic I do that lets me still broadcast. And I might figure out something else if I can figure out how to reverse the screen. Then I can go ahead and broadcast it like that. But they won't let you broadcast a straight NFL broadcast. I found out because they cut me off about 10 times in a row. I ain't know what was going on. But with that being said, man, we definitely gonna be live in that game. What time is it? The 1 o'clock game? Anybody know? Somebody in the chat, Charmaine, somebody let me know what time that game Sunday. Hey Vern.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. We might gotta go live during the broadcast, bro.
During the game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have some things to say, and I think the chat gonna have some things to add to it.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna do this time is we gonna go live on StreamYard, so that way we can bring people in. We
Mm,
can have guests.
yes, sir.
Yeah, we can have guests and stuff like that. So, what y'all
Man,
think,
good.
chat? StreamYard, y'all down with StreamYard? Either way, it's gonna be streaming on my channel. Good night, Munchie says 4:05 Browns game. Okay, come on at 4:05. Shedeur
Okay.
gonna play well Sunday.
Okay, Kip.
Yeah, shout out to you, Kip, in the chat, man. Double tap that screen, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel also as well. Chase Mason, 425. We in here, man. Yes, indeed. We in here. So,
Hey, so I got a question for the chat then. Like
go
somebody
ahead.
said something. Somebody said something about, I'm trying to see who mentioned it, but they was like Shador gonna have 300 yards, you know. So
That
I'm
was Terrence Williams.
so I have a question, and that was a good one, Terrence. So I got an over under question. I would say then, like, do you guys think that Shador will pass for under 250 or over 250 come Sunday
With the Ravens,
with the Raiders?
with the
Raiders defense
Raiders, with the Raiders defensive backs, I got them going. I got them going over 250.
over 250,
Over 250.
or should I say Or should I make the question more specific? But I see two of them. Chase Mason says under 250, and so does Goodnight Munchie. The Key 1682 says Shedeur made history last week. He said 4 for 16 straight trash.
Hey, that shit. Listen, good thing that we ain't judging his whole career on that shit. Cause yeah, it was a bad outing, but the good that we saw, and I think that's the thing that you know. If I was a Shedeur, if I was anti Shedeur, I would light shit up right now.
Hell yeah. And to me, that's why I was saying,
I would have
in,
came in
in the
this chat
beginning.
and tore this shit down.
That's why it's must see TV on Sunday because it's folks that expect him to do not well, and there's folks that expect him to do well. Goodnight Munchie said with some interceptions. Damn, how many? Goodnight? How many?
I hope not. That's one thing. I mean,
I mean, he said
he's a
some,
rookie,
like
so
that's plural. Like he might not have
damn.
an interception. We gonna see.
Let's see what they talk about. Victoria says Shador will be exposed on Sunday. He's a third
Third
string
string.
QB.
I
He ain't
like it.
never
I
been
like
a
it.
third string, but
Talk that talk,
I
man.
I I, I
Talk
get
the
what you.
talk.
I
Yeah,
hey no, I
Sunday
understand. If
we'll see Sunday. We
yes,
will all
indeed, we
see
will.
Sunday.
Will you be tuned in? Because it ain't nothing like a live
Yeah.
broadcast that's being called by one of your favorite streamers. And
Mm,
yeah, we can pour drinks and have a good time. Y'all do what y'all do in y'all place, but it's gonna be all one big party right here on the live
yeah.
stream. And
Yeah.
yeah, some people can't even get Cleveland on the dial.
Yeah. Shit. It's
It's gonna be
funny
in
because
Vegas though.
what is oh yeah, they playing, that's even better. He gonna be on the road.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I like it all. I like to see what they're gonna do. I like to see how Cleveland's gonna react and respond and play for him. I like to see how he's gonna react and respond and play to Cleveland. And I also like to see how the Raiders react and respond because they're the ones that's hearing all of this about this and all of this about that, and ain't nobody talking about the Raiders. Like we're not talking about the Raiders, you know. So I feel if I'm this team, I'm using that to feel slighted, you know? And I'm using that also to lick my chops to say, let me teach this rookie some things. Welcome to the NFL, Rook. So with all of that mixed in one, like all of that's part of the buildup, for the for the game on Sunday. It, will he answer the call? So
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you right now. Can y'all imagine the noise that it's gonna be? Wait till they go back to Cleveland. If they can win this game and go back to Cleveland, do y'all know what that's gonna be like? It's gonna be sheer man. That's y'all talking about. Why am I talking about Michael Jordan? Ah,
hmm,
y'all know what kind of endorsement Nike just gave him? He got the biggest rookie contract Nike ever gave out in the history. It's bigger than LeBron shit.
yeah. Yeah, shout out to the chat, y'all. The chat moving.
All right,
Definitely.
let me see what they talk about.
Yeah, man. Victor
The
Contreras.
only thing
Shout
that's
out to you,
going
bro.
to be exposed, who that?
Talk about Victor. No, Victor talking this shit, man. I like it. I mean,
Good Munchie said probably three interceptions.
it's a healthy
Victoria
chat.
said three picks. Victoria Contreras.
No,
And
yeah,
then Terrence Williams said the only thing that's going to be exposed is how miraculous number 12 is. Shout out to him. Hold on, let me see what we got going on here. Can you hit a gong?
no gong, yo.
You couldn't hit a gong?
No, I couldn't hit a gong.
Shit, I got the mic closer to that motherfucker. Let me see.
Little Trey glitching my thumb.
You still couldn't hit a gong?
Nah.
Fuck that
Get us
gong,
up.
man. But yeah, man. Let's see what's going on in the chat.
Yeah, man. Good night, Munchie said Browns defense doesn't show up in the road. Victor Contreras,
Good
three,
night,
four,
Munchie
six.
said, I'll be there. We new friends. You need to drink if you're a Browns fan. Damn, Victoria.
Victor,
Oh no, that
Victor, yo,
says
it's Victor.
Victor. My bad.
Yeah, Victor. Victor
I'm
Contreras.
sorry, Vic.
Yeah, I
Glitch in
kept.
my thumb. The Browns defense doesn't show up on the road. Well, that ain't no good. With the first pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select quarterback. Insert
Hey,
name here.
hey, Vic, yo, Vic, you a fool.
I would love seeing this pump life into the city of Cleveland.
Still
Hey man,
Cleveland.
listen,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
city
yeah,
of
yeah. That
Cleveland
definitely, definitely do
is
wonders for
on
that.
fire.
Yeah, man. And they already, the NBA team is already doing well. So let's
What they
see,
got?
man. Let's
Donovan
see.
Mitchell, right?
Yes, sir. Let me see.
Okay. Donovan Mitchell
Shedeur
and
going to get a
Shedeur
bunch of
Sanders.
gone. Yeah.
Shedeur did what?
uh, he was like Chevelle 5150s in Cleveland. You can have our JJ McCarthy from the Vikings. Oh, oh
Damn.
man.
What he
Hey.
wants Shedeur with the Vikings?
No, no, they was he was just talk. He was talking about Cleveland. Basically, McCarthy ain't. He basically saying
But if
Chevelle
he's
like
saying
nah.
if they can have JJ McCarthy, he must be saying he wants Shedeur then.
I don't know. He was just
Is
saying
that
they
what
can
you
have
saying,
McCarthy though.
Chevelle?
He basically saying he don't want McCarthy. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, but he'll take Shedeur. That's what it sounds like.
All right then.
Terrence said
Yeah,
the O line will not lose this battle. Trust me. They talking all week. It ain't going
yeah.
down. Y'all not
That's
getting
that.
to our quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I mean by he got a week to prepare and see how they react and respond to him. That's what I'm interested to see. I just feel like, you know, I just feel like the locker room's gonna rally behind him a little bit different. I feel like he's gonna bring a little bit different energy. Uh
Victor
Now how
says
does that
Shedeur
play
will
out
hear a
on the
bunch of.
field? I don't know, and I'm not sure. That's what I'm interested to see. I'm rooting for him personally. I want to see him succeed. I think he will. I think I don't think he's gonna go up there and light it up. I don't think he's going to light it up. He's going to have some flashes of some good plays, and he's going to have some flashes of some bad plays. To me, what I want to see is how he plays throughout the game and how he adjusts and reacts to what's being thrown at him, because they want to try to keep him on his heels all game.
Yeah, they're gonna blitz the
So,
shit out.
so it's going to be a matter of how he's going to make his reads, how he's going to be able to call audibles to you know based off the reads, based off the blitz coverages and protections, as far as calling out the pass protections and things of that nature, and to see how versed he is with that. So that's the thing he can do and can better prepare for in this week. So I'm intrigued to see how much of that he retains and actually performs at this level. You know, uh, he got all the talent to do it. Let's see if he can do it.
Browns players don't like Shedeur. Uh-oh. Who
Okay.
told you that, bro?
Yeah. Why you say that? I like it though.
Terrence Williams says the most interesting thing is that this game has already affected the economy in Vegas due to the
Yeah.
anticipation
Yep.
of this
Yep.
game.
Hey man.
That's that
Yeah.
prime effect. Ooh.
Yeah. Curtis, I agree. If they can run the ball effectively, that offsets a lot of things as far as the passing game is concerned. Definitely. Definitely. And with the rookie quarterback, that's what you want. You want to be able to rely on your running game a little bit more because that helps a lot. And it's always easy to make a bigger play off the play action if you could be effective with the running as well. So I agree with you, Curtis Franklin. Good night, Munchie. What you mean, man? When you talk about Browns players don't like Shador, you got to add more to that. That sounds like your personal opinion. Is that your personal opinion, or
Man, I
you
had a
know
dude come
somebody?
on here and tell me that he said he knows somebody on the line. I said, man, good night. I hollered
We
at you,
do
champ.
too. we know somebody too.
Mm-hmm. Buck Brown.
Yo, Victor be talking big shit, yo.
Hey, Terrence Williams, that's
So,
real shit right there, though, cuz. That's why balance running the ball will help him a lot. I,
yeah,
I, I agree.
yep.
Shedeur gonna
They said,
make
"Oh,
Johnny Manziel look like a Hall of Fame.
I told you, Victor be talking shit, man. I like it."
Browns players definitely like Shedeur. Ask Garrett. Ask Garrett Bush. Hey, that's my
No,
man.
no,
I
no.
rock with Garrett Bush.
That's what Ben Q5Y7E said. Goodnight Munchie said that's because he's thrown players under the bus. Oh yeah,
Who threw players under the bus?
you talking about Shador?
Man, good night, Munchie luncheon. Boy, you on that dust, ain't you? Shedeur Sanders, one of the best teammates you ever gonna see, and he proved that by his press
So so
conference the other day.
so so good night Munchie. Don't believe everything you see and watch on TV if you're just looking at that tight shot of him sitting on the bench. When you talk about after the game, no
Hey, I
one was
said the
around him.
same thing, dog. I said, listen,
Yeah. I said you can
on
create a narrative
TV,
out that.
they know
Yeah,
how
but
to
did
make
it?
16 people look like a whole studio audience,
Hey, look,
and it's
man.
16 people.
I mean, I'm just thinking about the narrative surrounding that. Like, why was that even a focus? He was down on himself. Yes, he was on the bench. Yes, this was towards the end of the game as well. Because why do I know it was towards the end of the game? Because his teammate, what's his last name? Javante Wester or something like that. He was
Mm-hmm.
a wide receiver for Colorado. They played on the same team.
But
Yeah.
yeah, from Baltimore.
Yes, he plays for Baltimore. So,
And he came and sat next to him.
so it was at the end of the game. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So it ain't so the narrative is I see if that was on the sideline during the play and everybody was away from him like that. No, but they didn't show that either. When he
Man, them
came
boys
over,
was
they said,
gone in
"Yeah."
the locker room. They was already gone in the locker room, dog.
They didn't show them side by side sitting on the bench together. So that it was well after the game was over and everybody shaking hands and whistling and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that narrative is that's a false narrative that I've seen being pushed, and it was just based off of that particular shot. And those things will continue, but he can't control that. Nobody can. But I will say, I would not use that as the weight to say that his teammates don't like him. That's what I would say to that part.
After his game last week, no one was around him.
Yeah,
Like I said, good night, Munchie. They can take a quick clip and make it look like you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Don't believe TV, bro.
Hey man, you know,
That team
you
behind Shedeur Sanders 100%. I ain't never
you
seen
gonna
none of them behind
you,
Gabriel.
you gonna find out. You gonna find out this week. You gonna find out this week.
Double tap that screen, y'all. Hit that like button.
Yeah. Because he's used to winning. Damn it.
He went to the
That's
bench.
what Curtis. That's what Curtis Franklin 809 8019 said. Because he's used to winning. Damn it. Is that how you said it? I just want to say. I just want to say how you
Because
wrote
he used to
it.
winning, damn it.
Damn it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you got the four the quad exclamations.
You heard
I
what
just
he
want to
said. He
make
said, I'm not
yes,
used to
sir.
winning. He said, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
I'm not okay with losing. That shit not cool. And he meant that.
yeah. Victor Contreras. We're talking about Shador. We was referring to that. But we were actually reading Curtis Franklin 8019's comments. I see you said they won't like him Sunday night. We never said responding to you, good night Munchie, who says even if Shador loses, y'all going to be saying he's the greatest ever. One, I think that part of your approach is already flawed because two, we had never said that he was great or the greatest ever at all. All we said was we was rooting for him and hoping he do good. That's about it. Everything else you added on, not us.
Yeah, you tripping, Vic.
No, that was good night Munchie.
Oh, you tripping, Munchie. Munchie, you tripping, cuz. Hold on. Can you hear that, Vern?
Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir.
You can hear that?
No, no.
You can.
Yeah, yes, I heard yes. No, no, no. Yes. I'm stop fucking with you. Cause the language.
Somebody
What I
flush the
say?
toilet around this
What I say?
motherfucker.
Yes, sir. Oh
Buck
no, no,
Brown
no.
is crazy. Hey, man, I said that shit like 20 minutes ago. Buck Brown. That's why we need to be on. We need to be on stream, y'all, so
Hey.
we can have three people. Hey Trey, when we talk about the betting, the NBA betting, I gotta have you on because you know what I'm saying you are
Mhm.
well versed in the whole betting arena, and you know what's going on in them discords and shit. So we definitely
Mm.
gonna have you on for that. Who you want to
Yeah. Buck
QB?
Brown.
DG Munchie. Who was your QB? Who was your QB, Munchie? Buck Brown. Victor says, honestly, it'll be interesting to see Shedeur play. If he plays well, he's the second coming of TB12. If he doesn't, he'll be blasted more than I'm throwing shade tonight.
Hey, you right. Hey, you right though. Hey, Victor, that's real shit though. Because
Hell
regardless of
yeah.
how, regardless of what we say, no matter what we all say in this chat, what you talking about is the bigger picture of how the media is going to spin it and portray it with the headlines and everything, one way or another. You
Mm-hmm.
exactly right. He could be if he's middle of the road, man, he might get pumped up. People gonna be like, you gonna have the annoying ones to say, "I told you, I told you, I told you," or you're gonna have the annoying ones if it goes the other way. You know what I'm saying? If he does bad, to say, "See, I told you he ain't shit." You know what I'm saying? And then Vic, you're gonna be back in the chat like, "Told you 3 interceptions, motherfucker." Or you gonna have somebody you gonna have somebody else saying, you was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So you right. No matter what you are exactly right. That's how it's gonna be one way or another. And really that lends to a greater picture and another conversation, uh, Victor, which is like everything on social media is like it's like black sheep, this or that, this
You
or
can-
that, everything though. And life don't necessarily move like that all the time. There's a lot of gray somewhere, but even when you look at posts, who's the greatest ever? Gotta be why they gotta be LeBron and Jordan that we talk about is the GOAT. Why the conversation couldn't be Kobe? You know what I'm saying? Why he ain't thrown in there as most, or even comparing Kobe to Jordan because they have more similar game than anybody else as far as the greats, you know. And as far as but no one talks about that. It's always a different narrative, And I know I'm sidetracking and everything going on to another horse, but that's what when we talk about the narrative, however they're gonna spin it after Sunday is either gonna be this way or that way. And you're right. At the end of the day, it's gonna be like, oh, he did his thing and he got busy, he to go, or he ain't shit. But it's really even either or because it's just one game at the end of the day of his career. And that's the thing about it with this society, man. You
yeah,
know,
but people looking to either shut him down
yeah.
or or give them grace. You know what I'm saying? People is looking. It's some
It's
choosing
it's
going
it's
on this weekend.
everything is like everything's forced. It forced you to pick sides. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick a side. I'm just noticing. This is what I just noticed now. Everything for especially on social media. Everything pick a side. Pick a side. So
Basically,
shout out to the chat.
yeah. Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all running it up tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
I agree with you. Good night, Munch. That definitely don't want him to get injured, yo. Regardless of how he played, dog. Like that's true.
that was the
And shit.
same
Shout
shit
out.
I was saying about Dylan Gabriel, right? But I
Mm-hmm.
had a feeling. I had a feeling the Ravens was going to injure him, and I said it. I said, man, listen, I got a feeling. Y'all can go back and look at the live. I said, I got a feeling. However it be, Dylan Gabriel coming up out the game on Sunday. And that was the week of the Ravens game. And lo and behold, they took his ass out of the game. and the people went crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's that Jordan factor I was talking about. I can't remember who had said I was crazy for saying that, but it's really like that. Cleveland really is that place that is no man's land besides LeBron James. But other than that, they needed Shedeur Sanders. Cleveland is the perfect place for Shedeur Sanders.
Why you
He
say
could have
that?
went to somewhere like Denver and been treated way better.
But ain't nobody want him, dog. That's where he landed, though. Like, you got to think about how the draft fell through for him. You know, it was lower than everybody's expectations. I mean, like, but then it's like, you know, like obviously it looks weird now because like we talking about starting, but like if Dylan didn't get hurt, he still wouldn't be having any fucking reps. Period.
Mm-hmm. Right. So this shit, in my opinion, the fact that they tried to mishandle his entire entrance into the NFL, this shit happened is almost like karma. Because it wasn't supposed to happen like this. He wasn't even supposed to be playing this year, and that's what Kevin Stefanski said that he was going to do with him. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
This motherfucker said that he was going to redshirt him of sorts.
Yes,
Like
yes, yes,
he's
yes,
not
yes,
going
yes.
to play at all.
Yes, I did. I did hear that. So why put him on your roster, man? Like I just don't understand all of that. Why you have all of these quarterbacks and ain't none of them?
All right, so this is what I'm trying to tell you when you say that's where he landed. It's bigger than that. That shit is bigger than that. Because
I
when you
mean, no,
get
but I'm
drafted,
responding specifically to when you was like he could have went to Denver or what have you. Like he could is like he as
oh
if he had a
no.
choice to go there. That's what I'm saying. Like as
Mm-mm.
far as
When
like
I
he
said
was saying,
that, it was because it was a dude on here earlier. Denver was his team.
oh, I got you, I got
And he was just saying, man, send him to Denver. We take him. But I was just using that as an example.
you.
But yeah, like, why are you telling the entire world? Because this is what Kevin Stefanski said, and this is national, this is world news. Everybody watch
You talking about
football. It ain't
the
just us.
yeah, I mean, I just
He
I'm
tells
looking at the whole
everybody that it's a four-man competition and it ain't no favorites. Whoever the best man will win. And then we find out later on that you was gonna redshirt this man the whole year. That's very disingenuous right there. That man just lying. And for what? That man lying like shit.
hey, shout out to WeB AK-47. He said Cleveland. Assuming you're talking about Cleveland, the perfect place because Shedeur gets to practice against Miles Garrett. That is true. He won't get tackled by him, but he does get to practice against the quickness of him. You know, but if he's taking those reps with the team, like the first team, now he can do that. Definitely, now he can get that practice in. Yo, what Victor Contreras said, I
Who
do
talking
wish
about my
Shador well,
quarterback?
but I got him
Who talking
throwing
about Dak
150.
Prescott, man? Yeah,
I
Dak
think he's a
is
Dallas
nice.
fan too. But Shador will do well. But he said this week he's doing 150 to 200 yards, 55% completion, 3 picks, and 5 sacks. Sheesh.
Curtis said,
Dang.
what if Shador had what Dak has in Dallas?
That's an
Cleveland
ill
would be the
stat line.
next. Cleveland would be the next dynasty.
Question: does anybody have? I'm speaking to the chat and looking at. Does anybody have Shador throw any touchdown passes this weekend? That's
Yes.
what I want to know.
Yes.
I say at least one. He's gonna have at least one.
Did you see the touchdown pass that the receiver dropped in the end zone? I mean, he didn't drop it. It was good defense, but that bitch was in the basket. Yes, he gonna throw some touchdowns. Hey, yo,
Okay.
hold up. Somebody just said some funny shit up here. It was Ben. They say the Ravens, they say 5 Ravens tackled Dylan Gabriel. Hey, listen, when I saw that shit, I said, what? Oh, they trying to hurt this motherfucker. That's the same shit I said. When I seen 5 people landed on Dylan Gabriel at one time. Normally, you see the man going down, you just let him go down. Bruh, this is when you a little too smart, motherfucker, and you got a little smart mouth and like say little slick shit. That's one of the things about Dylan Gabriel that it's hard to be um sympathetic with him. Cause it's real messed up what they did to him, to be honest with you. It's real messed up that they pumped him up like, hey, you gonna play. You gonna be the star. But at the end of the day, he never had what it takes to be that guy. They just were doing that shit despite Shedeur Sanders, in my opinion.
Yeah, to that point, I'm gonna respond to what We B says in the chat. We be AK-47. Thing is, he's a fifth round pick, so his opportunity is supposed to be slim. That's a good point. That's a good point. If you wanted to treat him like a fifth round pick, to the fullest and up, we be
But
you right. I mean, not. I ain't saying, but I'm just saying, like in black and white, stripped everything down away. It's like, yo, I don't know. Fifth round picks. I don't know how. I would say this. I don't know how many reps and how the reps look at with the fifth round. And I would say, he get reps, but he don't get them with the first
listen,
team.
let me
And I
say
think
this
that's
to
what you mean.
we be AK-47. I'm gonna say this to you, bro. The fifth round don't matter no more. He's the second string quarterback. On the depth chart, it's 2 quarterbacks in the whole franchise. One of them is hurt. There's only one other person that can play quarterback. So if you know that and you're a coach, you have to have the next person up available. If Shedeur was at 3, nah, your ass don't get no reps.
You talking about that's
You,
just good coaching in general on principle. They the
that's just being
that,
prepared. I don't give a
yeah,
goddamn if it
as
was a hockey team and
that's what I'm
you only
saying, as a
got
coach.
one backup goalie, you know what I'm saying? But we talking quarterback. We talking quarterback. So you got to give them some reps.
In them
What you
circumstances,
saying don't make
definitely.
no sense. And any quarterback that's in the
In the
league
beginning of
will
the year
tell
when they
you.
had I think it makes more sense when you apply it in the beginning of the year when you had way more quarterbacks on the roster. Right now, with just 2 quarterbacks, and then yeah.
Hey, shout out to you, Victor. He said, glad I found your chat. I got to go to church and pray. My Niners suffer no more injuries this week.
Shout out to the Niners, yo.
Yeah, you a fool, man. But man, I appreciate you, man. Sub to the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel. We here. We do this shit every day, multiple times a day, about
Most
multiple
definitely, most definitely.
things. Perfect place because Shedeur gets to practice against Myles Garrett. I feel you. I feel you. Victor
Yeah.
says, I do wish Shedeur well, but I got him throwing 150 to 200 yards. That ain't bad. 55% completion rate.
No, yeah, I already
Uh,
said that, yo. Yeah, he
three
already
picks. Oh shit!
that
Damn.
yeah, that's a bad line. I already said that. Yeah,
That
that's a
man
bad
said
stat
3
line.
picks and
Yeah.
5 sacks. Damn. Boy, you ain't shit.
But I'll say when I asked about the touchdowns, who would throw a touchdown? Chase Mason said at least one. Charmaine said 1 or 2. 1 or 2 TDs. That's what Charmaine said.
Curtis said that's why
You-
Stefanski took him out the game. I agree. Dylan Gabriel is some cut. I mean, I hate to say it, but that's what it is. Good night, Munchie says Shedeur is going to have a target on him. The Raiders defense is going to eat. They going for him for sure. Mm-hmm. But
Yo, Victor funny as shit.
Dylan really not hurt. Stefanski is trying to protect Dylan.
Look, that's
In
what
so
Curtis
many
said.
words. Yeah, I mean, I believe that.
Yo, hey, yo, we be. Yo, you think Shedeur gonna throw 3 touchdowns? Yo,
I think he could. The Raiders secondary not that good, man. Shador would throw 2 touchdown passes Sunday. One to a Browns player and one to a Raider.
no,
4 for 14 pass attempts.
from the other night.
That ain't gonna never happen again. That ain't gonna let me put my man up on the screen since y'all talking crazy. Y'all talking crazy right now, man. Hold on, let me put this guy up on.
Yeah, I will.
This little
If
dude,
I agree
man.
with you. I agree with you. We be. I would run a lot. I would definitely run a lot. You should do that with a rookie in the rookie debut. I would definitely do that.
They might run a lot. Yeah, they are. They should. They should have never stopped running the other day when Shador was in the game because they had the lead. See, that's some of the shit that I'm talking about, Vern. Why would you stop running? You got the lead and you got a rookie quarterback that never played in an NFL game before. So to me,
Yeah, you got to run.
that's
But
bad coaching.
if I'm a Raiders coach, I'm gonna expect you to run too, and I'm gonna be ready for that too. I'm gonna make you
Chase,
pass. I'm gonna make you pass.
our O line is awful this year. I'm nervous for my guy. It is. It's definitely terrible. Chase Mason said, "How you know that's not going to happen again?" I don't know what you talking about on that exactly, but you seem like you know everything.
They talk to each other.
Who you talking to, Chase? Damn, Shadum Dum. Shadum Dum will throw two. Nobody can tell you nothing. Damn.
And take a bunch of sacks. Yeah, that's the part that do concern me.
No, he can't take a bunch of sacks. They're gonna have to fix that.
Yeah,
That's the first part. He gonna have to step up in that pocket. That backing up shit, that's some
yeah,
college shit.
yeah.
And you can't
Flash
do
in the
that.
pan, pay dirt. Yo, shout out to you. Yeah, yeah, and a bunch. I hope we don't take a bunch of sacks though, man. That's my concern because he holds the ball too long. And so definitely
Double tap that screen,
between
y'all. Double tap
between
the screen, folks, please. My
he
bad.
gonna have to
Go
learn.
ahead.
He gonna have to learn. No, double tap, please, please, please. Shout out to the chat.
Said it's no accident the Browns QB improved greatly after they leave Cleveland. I agree. So who fault is that? Y'all think that's Stefanski or is that just the Browns? I think it's Stefanski right now. Because
Yeah,
that's the coach that they're leaving.
I don't know.
Shador seeing a defense.
42 quarterbacks. It might be bigger than Stefanski.
Here's your guys. You
Yeah,
ain't
man.
got much of a
That's
guy.
that's a lot of quarterbacks, dog. So 42 quarterbacks in how many years? In the last how many years?
What's that?
1999 was.
1999 was the last time. What happened?
I'm trying to remember that stat line of
And we just went past 2 hours,
four,
man.
42 quarterbacks. I mean, 42 quarter. The Browns organization having 42 quarterbacks since like 1999. They've had like 42 quarterbacks. So I'm trying to remember the date. Victor, shout out to you. 1999. Appreciate it.
Double tap that screen, y'all. Double tap that screen, folks. And hey, share the live.
Yo,
Let's get
Good
some more
Night
people in
Munchie
here.
made one of the biggest statements to me, yo. Browns always set up their QBs to fail. God damn. I
Don't
mean,
forget about
and
Max
there's no
Crosby. Yeah, Max Crosby.
no shade to to Shedeur, but I'm just talking about, and that's what Goodnight Munchie is referring to, the track record of the
Oh
Cleveland
no,
Browns
that's
quarterback.
that's been documented at
Uh,
this point.
as soon as they had a decent quarterback that was about to do something, you know what I'm saying, and was getting, ascending to the peak of his game, some motherfuckers started doing the rub me down situation and getting legalities with the with the what's that, Deshaun Watson. Just,
We better retire number 12. He
fuck that
legendary.
up.
Don't forget about Max Crosby. Yeah, he a dog. Remember James Harris, San Diego Chargers, benched because communication with white coaches. Something with Sanders' racial generation communication disconnect. I'm not gonna disagree with that.
Curtis, you got a
Mc,
point too.
Carl McDivitt.
He don't have a lot of weapons, but you're gonna have to use what you got, man. Look, this is what I'll say, and this is what I'll say. I'm a Giants fan, right? And we don't have any receivers right now. And I see Jackson Dart when he was healthy making do. So, you know, can't have no excuse. Gotta make do with what you got. That's all you gotta do, man. Just play good ball.
Y'all see Dylan Gabriel on the screen, man? Little ass dude.
Lico Dylan.
Little Dylan. A long story short, I think his time up. I think if Shedeur ball out, he can't recover. They're gonna try their hardest to bring him back.
We'll see, man. Shout out to you, Ben. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That injury, yeah, that joint was crazy. Malik Neighbors injury. As a Giants fan, I was like, ah, took me out.
I ain't even see what happened. Yeah, I ain't even see what happened. What happened to Malik Neighbors?
No, when he got hurt early this season.
Chat moving. So did this let me see. I thought that was Dylan Daddy. Charmin. Charmin in the chat tripping. Randall Thomas. That little guy on the screen has bigger arms than Shador. No, not this little guy on the screen. Shador Sanders is 6'2", going on 6'3". Dylan Gabriel is 5'8" at best.
Mm.
Yeah, he 5'8" at best, man. I seen him standing next to Bo Nix, and Bo Nix only like 5'10", and he was taller than him. I'm like, nah, he ain't no damn 5'10". He about 5'8".
No, Dylan was that small. Let me check.
Flash in the Pan said, I hate the island man. Dylan is the Hawaiian leprechaun. They going in. Curtis Franklin, what's going on, man? Dylan is a more veer run option quarterback. Yeah, Dylan ain't running. Damn, they said Dylan 5'5". And nigga had a Muggsy Bogues out
Nah,
there,
they ain't
motherfucker, man.
5'5", man.
Bo Nix getting it done. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Bo Nix
yeah,
getting it
yeah.
done.
Shout out to Bo Nix, yo.
Yeah,
Shout
shout
out,
out to
shout
Bo
out to
Nix. Shout out to the
the
Denver
Broncos,
Broncos.
man. Don't know.
Uh,
Broncos get busy.
Dylan is not 5'8". Damn. Chase Mason said that man ain't 5'8". Sir, you lying. Check Google. Oregon QBs get it done. Is that where Bo Nix came from?
He 5'11", yo.
Bo Nix?
No, my bad. Dylan Gabriel's 5'11".
That Dylan gave you no motherfucking 5'11". Bo
Well,
Nix
that's
5'11".
That's what it
And
is, man.
what did say Bo Nix is?
I don't
And
know. Look
Dylan
it up.
Gabriel like a half a foot shorter than that motherfucker. I said, damn. Look at the picture of Dylan Gabriel and Bo Nix next to each other, dog. He's short as shit compared to that boy.
Yeah, 'cause
And that don't make no
Bonus is 6'2".
hell no.
Bonus is 6'2". It's 3 inches high.
Yeah.
Mm, it is.
Yeah. Based on that picture that I seen, he ain't no damn 6'2 then.
A 3 inch height difference is still a big difference, huh?
That's all hair. Spiky.
So,
It's a doobie. Cut all that shit off.
nah, yeah, that's. I mean, but I don't know what the truth. You know, this what the. It's never like the height of what they truly say. You know, it's they might be a little shorter than that in real life, or they might be a little heavier or lighter than what you pull up on the team.
What's
I'm sure.
that?
Oh, no, look, I'm
And the
looking up the
chat
information.
rolling. Chat rolling like shit. Shedeur came into the league talking louder than his daddy did.
What do you
But
say? That was loud.
Dion had the game to back it up his chatter. What is legendary about Shedeur? That's what rubbed people wrong. Well, you got to understand this, Victor. What's legendary is his goddamn, you know, the legacy and the loin that he come from.
No, no,
Yeah,
I want. I just want to know, Victor. Like, what did he say? Like, I've heard more than I've heard other people say that too. Like, he's talking like, but like when Shador came into the league talking louder, like talking louder. How? What did he say? I felt like he came into the league
because he said legendary.
very quiet. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
but they mad because he said legendary. Like, what has he done to be legendary? Man,
I don't know if called him that, man. I don't know. So I
they
just be
just
thinking,
mad. They just did like, listen, the boy
I'm
rich, the boy got it. You know what I'm
yeah. What he
saying?
do? What he say?
His dad is prime time.
What did he
So
say? Or do? What did he say or do to get to rub some
really
folks?
nothing. He
Or what?
said he said if you draft me, you gotta change the culture. We don't want to lose. We want to be a winning team. And any raggedy ass franchise should look
I
at
mean,
that and say, you know what?
he wants to win. He's a winner. That's what I would want. What you want him to say? I mean, that ain't a
Exactly.
wrong thing to say. If if that's the case, then whatever he say gonna be wrong. If you want it to be, sure,
Right.
that's all good intentions, man. He happy to play. What like Victor said, ultimately, man, good, bad, and different. Let's hope he remains healthy though.
Who that? Gabriel.
Shador,
Oh
you know,
yeah, absolutely.
Shador. I mean, yeah. Let's hope Dylan heals up. You know what I'm saying? But at this point in time, Shador has the opportunity. So hey man,
He
do
says,
your
bro,
thing.
how do you know you seeing them from picture? You can't tell how he's from pictures. No, I'm saying he's standing next to Bo Nix. I didn't know Bo Nix was 6'2". That's number one.
He's
They
referring
saying
to
Bo
a picture
Nix.
that he seen him standing next to.
Yeah, I saw the motherfuckers standing next to each other, and Dylan is way shorter than Bo Nix. Like I said earlier, you think you know everything.
Yeah, he's
I
talking to
don't know.
somebody.
Justin Herbert and Bo Nix and Dylan and Mariota, Oregon guys. Okay, John. Okay. Justin Herbert, Bo Nix, and Dylan. Interesting. Shador about to show why he's so arrogant and cocky. My guy is about to be legendary.
Legendary.
Randall Thomas, that what he say? Shador needs to go to a team that supports him. San Francisco, Arizona would be a great fit for him. His father played for San Francisco.
I
Ah,
say, I mean, I feel like we need to see Shedeur play before we can say what's a great fit for him at this point in time. Let's see how you see how this playing style or how you play. This is first shot to really play at this level consistently. Like you gonna get several drives. you
I'm
know,
glad Kevin Stefanski is not calling the plays. That's what I'm glad.
Stefanski.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's not calling the plays. I'm
Hey
glad that
man.
Tommy Reese offense look a little, you know,
Any
not as
Cleveland Browns
stagnant.
fans in the chat? Who a Browns fan in the chat? Shout out to the Browns fan.
They still in there. There should be a couple any Browns fans in the chat right now, or in the live right now. Speak up. Mandel, one of me said Sanders is trash.
Shout out
Woof,
to
woof,
Randall.
woof.
Shout out to Randall Thomas, your dog pound, dog pound. Okay,
Here go
Ben, keep
Browns
talking.
fan Ben. Ben say
Yeah.
he's in
Okay.
Cleveland.
Okay,
Talk to
Ben.
him. What question you got to
One of
ask
me,
him?
88. One of me, okay. One of me, she's a Green Bay fan. One of me, 88. Go Pack, go in the house. One of me said Sanders is
Did
trash.
you did you want to talk to a Browns fan? Because Ben said he is.
I just want to know how many Browns fans we had in the chat.
Okay.
So, I know Rondo and Ben. Shout out to the Browns. Browns,
Absolutely.
the real. Hey, we be yo. This Cleveland beige. That's what we be. AK-47 said this Cleveland beige because the real Cleveland Browns ran to Baltimore years ago.
Damn.
I mean, hey. I mean, the Ravens came to Baltimore in 1996, so that's. But hey, shout out that's what makes it a strong fan base. Is the fans was like, yo, I know we ain't gonna win shit, but we ain't got shit. So we need our fucking Browns back. And the Browns came back. And they're like, hooray. and they still look like the fucking Browns, but to call them Cleveland Beige is crazy. Yeah. I'm reading the chat right now.
What they talking about?
Yeah. A good night, Munchie. Oh, he was oh shit. So Randall Thomas said his girl is a Niners fan. His girl said, fuck the Browns.
My
Goddamn.
girl said, fuck the Browns. Not
Go Niners.
NFL fan yet, OSU fan.
Okay, Shaw man. Okay.
Shaw, man, you don't like the NFL?
Yeah. I guess.
Stanley Green, what's going on, cousin? Sanders. He's right.
Sanders.
Right.
Timu Browns. One of me said Timu Brown. Pardon me. Oh wow, that's good history right there. Carl McDivitt. He a Browns fan. Said actually the Bengals are the old Browns. Ah, hmm, I didn't know that. Yeah, flash
Knicks
in the
is six
pan.
two. Yeah, he
Oh,
says
go ahead.
Knicks is 6'2". That has been since Oregon in high school. He did not shrink. Yeah, I just never knew he was that I thought he was a short guy, to be honest. But
Get
that
the
makes
Mayflower
sense.
truck warmed up. Hmm. They go. They will move in the daytime this time if they move. Let's respond to you, Manda Harvey.
What do you say?
He said Cleveland. He said,
Cleveland Cowboys, if they were a good team.
no, well, it was one of me 88. Excuse me. Said get the Mayflower trucks. Get them. Get the Mayflower trucks warmed up. The Browns need to hire a Korean coach named Win One Soon. Flash in the pan. Pay dirt. 7387. Shout out to you. Amanda Harvey said Cleveland
And they
Browns if
said
they
a
were a good
Korean
team.
coach. Win
Yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
soon.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Yo, hey, Curtis, is that what I was talking? Is that the game I was referring to earlier?
Yeah, the
Yoda,
drive
yeah, the drive when he
with the
fumbled on the goal
fumble.
line. Hey, Curtis, is that the drive when you talking about when he fumbled on the goal line?
Ernest
Yep.
Burner.
Yeah, that was a wild thing.
Bo Nix has faithfully been lying about his height his whole life. Just because he keeps lying don't mean I trust him over my own damn eyes. Mandel Harvey. 6'2" is short.
Damn,
Yeah, my man said maybe they should put the dog on a helmet. Hell yeah.
damn. Hey, Ben, that was two different games.
Yeah, the fumble and the drive is two different heartbreaks.
Yeah, man. I did, and I probably mentioned them all together because they got the same pain. If I was a Browns fan to me, but
They
I'm
got
just
the
like,
fumble, the drive, the
oh
shot, the
man,
rebound.
what you need, man? They got it. They got it. However you want to take the heartbreak in sports, they got it. Cleveland, shout out to you.
They should
Sheesh,
put all the QBs Cleveland had on their helmet.
that's crazy.
Bo Nix, that's how winning is done.
Yeah, one of me, they should put it on the back of their helmet, like all the numbers, like college
Mandel
football.
said Bo Nix ain't it. Aaron Rodgers is 6'2". Bo Nix ain't it. Bo Nix is not 6'2" if Aaron Rodgers is. That's basically what he's saying. Mandel has he measured at the combine. You can't lie when they measure you. Stretching on the neck. So I mean Dylan Gabriel is 5'8". Bo Nix' height at the 2024 NFL Combine was 6'2", 1/8 inches. He also weighed in at 214 pounds, measurements including 30 and 7/8 inch arm length and a 10 and 1/8 inch hand size. 6 and 2/8. Oh no, 6'2"
One eighth
and his
inch,
weight was 214 pounds.
6'2" and 8 inches. So the heights and weights at combine were wrong. That's what
It's
Flash in the Pan
possible.
paper said.
Y'all think Shedeur is better than Bo Nix? I ain't going that far. he got a ways to go
Mm.
before we can say some shit like that.
I would
No,
say at this particular time, no. I
no.
could just for the simple fact that we see that the success that Bo Nix is having,
I
and
think he
at this
got a higher ceiling than Bo Nix.
yeah. But right now, like Bo Nix got a squad, so Bo Nix got a better talented squad. But he got more to work with as
Man.
well, and they got reps. But I would say no. Bo Nix is definitely better than Shedeur. At this point in time, that's a no brainer to me.
All right, my man Mandel said, Mandel, I work for a small university. We height check high school recruits. At the combine, they measured 3 times. You probably believe that Cam Newton was only 6'5" and 235
35.
pounds when 300-pound linemen were hidden behind him. They tripping like shit in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, Dylan ain't gonna
Flag
be
on
out
you.
there, huh?
Oh no. Go ahead.
Said Dylan ain't gonna be out there anymore. It's your door time. It's your door time.
It is. It
Perfect
definitely
timing.
is. What you gonna do?
Man, I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be a situation Sunday. Where y'all watching the game at? What meal you cooking with it? Because I'm trying to tell you, it's a 4 o'clock game, and by 4 o'clock, the bed's gonna be cold. The chicken gonna be coming off the grill. Steaks coming off the stove or out the oven, or
Hey, yo, I'm
possibly
looking
off
at
the grill.
Hey, check this out, right?
What's up?
I'm looking at the. I'm on ESPN and I'm looking at the NFL Power Rankings for this week. You know, and of course, as a Giants fan, I immediately scroll to the bottom to see where we land. Of course, and and it was just coincidentally as I'm scrolling to the bottom. Of course, it's going to be So the Giants, of course, are 28. That's 2-9.
Damn, y'all worse than goddamn Cleveland.
Yeah, we 28 in the league.
What's
But
Cleveland
Cleveland,
record?
29. No, their rank, that Cleveland's rank on the power rankings is 29.
Mm.
Man. And it's only what? So below them, because it's 32 teams. So they're 29. Their ranking is 29 out of 32 is Cleveland. You know what the rank of the Raiders is?
What?
31 out of 32 in the league at 2-8. So,
That's crazy.
we sitting here talking about a game where we got ranked 29 versus ranked 31.
Double tap that screen, folks. If you just came in live, man, we are
Right.
talking about the Cleveland Browns. We are talking about Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel. We are also talking about, the rest of the Cleveland Browns, talking Miles Garrett, Jerry Judy, Jim Haslam, and this whole fiasco that is the Cleveland Browns.
Ernest Bonner.
Ernest Bonner,
Nah, shout
a
out to Cleveland
fumble.
Browns fans. Shout out to Cleveland Browns fans, man, for real.
12 got me out there catching the ball. Trading Bears is on it, man. Imagine if Bo Nix was black. Y'all be saying he's the greatest QB ever. No, the fuck we wouldn't. He ain't playing that way. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
if you said Mike Vick,
yeah. I think it's this narrative of nah, man.
listen, let me tell y'all some good shit.
Tone that down, man.
We, as the black delegation
We
of
don't be
people, we don't pick sports
overpraising,
figures based
overpraising for
on
no reason.
politics and shit. We don't care because you white and you can play. If you can play, we gonna say your ass can play.
Straight
But
like
we
that,
ain't gonna
man.
say your ass can play if you some shit. If you some shit, we gonna tell you you some shit, especially in Maryland where I'm from. If you're good, it's gonna speak volumes. It's going to be transcendent. You know what I'm saying? People gonna know that shit, and we gonna watch and say, "God damn!" But when you're not legendary, when you're not something that's special to watch, you gotta save it. So when it all comes down to it, man, this boy right here is about to see some superstar status. Cleveland is right now experiencing like 40% increase in revenue overall, everything. They selling more popcorn, more chicken sandwiches. They selling more goddamn hats, scarves, Shedeur jerseys, and it's just we ain't never seen nothing like this in our life. So for me, I'm very, you know, I guess I could say I'm happy for the Cleveland Browns a little bit, even though they're not my team. But I'm happy for Shedeur Sanders and what this is going to ultimately, help him with on his journey. Because this right here is it. If he turn the gas on and turn it up, keep his foot on
Mhm.
the pedal, ain't no turning back.
It's definitely gonna be you know, he know this shot. Look, man, he stumbled across. Well, not stumbled across. That's the wrong terminology to use, really, because it's not like he stumbled across this shot. It's more so that things things were fortuitous for him to become the starter. Uh, you know, unfortunately, at Dylan Gabriel's expense of his health, so to speak, because he got hurt. He's injured, right?
Right.
He said, as who said this? He said 5 Ravens tackled his ass. I forgot who said it. That was funny in the chat about an hour ago. But Joe, man, but now he has an opportunity because of these things that happen, regardless of who says what. Because everybody talking. We in the chat getting busy talking about this, and we're talking about this on this platform. We're gonna talk about it on all of social media and sports media platforms, all
Hmm.
leading up into, and even Sunday morning, right? And all the pregame stuff, everything leading up to this, right? At the end of the day, the main thing still gotta be the main thing. You gotta go out there and do your thing, man. Or you're gonna hear it. Everybody's gonna hear it. But if you do your thing, and that's the thing. To me, if he's middle of the road and he did okay, you know what I'm saying? Like even if he was a game manager, to me that's good. Don't turn the ball over, man. That's the main thing, especially as a rookie. Like try to make the best decisions because that's what you want. You know.
D Ray 0604 says that goddamn Dollar General is not injured. He talking about Dylan Gabriel. Flash in the pan said, should Dum Dum going to flip? Ben says, you guys are good sports talk. Hey man, we
Hey,
working on
appreciate that,
something.
Ben.
This my partner. Appreciate that, Ben. Double tap that
Appreciate it,
screen,
Ben.
man. Double tap that screen and make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Share
Yes,
the
sir.
live, especially while it's live though. The real thing is to share it while it's live to somebody that you know. You might have been talking this type of sports shit at work. You might got
Yeah, man.
a homeboy that y'all like to talk and ask each other questions, man. Bring them in.
Yeah.
Bring them in. Good night,
Yeah, we
Munchie
appreciate
says
that
should
too. Flash in the pan, pay dirt. Yeah, I like these guys. Is what he says. I appreciate
I
that. We
appreciate
fuck
it.
with you
Much
too.
appreciated. Absolutely. Shador is so overrated just because his pa.
I mean, that narrative is so overplayed. I will say that right now too.
Yeah, because he did the work.
He's
He
he's
did the
overrated
work.
because of his father. But yet
And then when
he's
people
overrated because of his father. Yet he's a fifth round draft pick, even though he was rated in college to go just like all the other quarterbacks. He was graded and rated to go. First round. Boom. You see, so I don't think that's the case. I disagree. Good night, Munchie.
Good night, Munchie said your partner. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Shador is overrated just because of his pa. If his name was Shaduki Lewis, he would be an eighth round pick. Your partner said, let me see. The real joke is what Mandel sees in the mirror when he looks down. Who the hell is Mandel?
Man, that was in the chat, yo.
Damn. Trading Bear says it's a win and a loss for 12. He does good. It's against the Raiders, who's like 28th. He lose. It's against the Raiders.
Hey, the
Shout out
Raiders
to
is
you, the
31st.
chat.
Hey, trading Bears. The Raiders they're 31st now. They're not even So they're 31 out of 32.
And his dad's coaching sucks worse than Shaduki. No,
He having a
I'm
bad
a
year. He's
listen.
definitely having a bad year in Colorado. Flash in the pan right now. Yeah, we see what he do next year.
Bad year. You know what I'm saying? They want that to be a bad year, so it's going to be a bad year.
Flash in the
He had a
pan.
tough schedule, but
Shout out to your side chick. She likes your dog.
dang, you better watch her then. Don't let her ass go down to Ohio or Cleveland and shit. She done.
She got you. Give her a jersey for Christmas.
Hey man, like I said, I think Shedeur got a big week coming. I can only imagine what the headlines is gonna look like. You know, after the game. I'm very,
No man. He
you know,
he.
I'm what's that?
No, I was just no. Go ahead. I was just saying he's. I'm just imagining how much preparation he's probably as we're talking about it. He's you know mentally going through what he need to go through, and he's probably studying, and we'll see what all this does, man. We'll see what it all amounts to. All of this preparation, all of this working out, all of these reps all week. Extra reps. We take an extra rep because I would be taking extra reps with. I would be at yo man. Can we get some timing down like outside of the practice? Shit,
There ain't nobody else to take no motherfucking reps, so he can get every rep he need.
that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about you get the wide receivers at the practices over and you get some reps in to get some timing down and stuff like that. Like
All right.
that's when you really get it down. Because that's
So
that's what.
why are we talking about this, right? Has anybody thought about this? That Shedeur Sanders is the only eligible quarterback in the whole franchise right now. Now, what if he get hurt? What are they going to do? And this I'm
No, you're
saying
gonna
all
you,
this to
you're gonna
say,
put whoever played quarterback in college. That's a wide receiver now or some shit. that's what
I'm
that's
just
what gonna,
saying,
that's what gonna get thrown in there.
who prepares for success this way?
You talk about now. You talk about the coaching or the decision making, right?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
this is
definitely.
all on coaching, man.
Yeah,
This is all on the people they traded away: Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco and Tyler Huntley and all these 19,000 motherfuckers who was in here acting like they were going to be the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. And now you got two rookies and you don't have no veterans. When you had veterans, you had them in there paying them money. And now all of a sudden it's two rookies. Uh, Goddamn, Shedeur Sanders got to talk to Dylan Gabriel about experience. It's a bad relationship.
you're gonna talk
Period.
to. I think you're gonna talk to. Here we go. I'm trying to pull up the Cleveland Browns depth chart. Uh, yeah, there's nobody else. There's no other quarterback. Hey, who said? I'm looking at Bailey Zapp
Yeah,
is the
he's on the
emergency
practice
quarterback.
squad, man.
Oh, well, he ain't on the depth chart now. Okay, I got you. I see you. I got you. So I guess
No,
he
he's
gonna
on the
suit up.
depth chart. I mean, he's
So he
on
gonna suit
the
up on. They're gonna have him suit up on Sundays. What you saying?
okay, yeah,
Okay.
they need somebody.
Yeah. Hey Bailey,
Suit up.
we don't know what number you're gonna get, but you'll get one. You'll get one come Thursday.
No, 42.
Yeah, we're still making your jersey, making decisions. Goddamn it. Just be ready.
So
Shit, barely gonna be on that salary.
Dion doesn't hold himself accountable for his bad coaching. Hey, bro, just because
So
you
so
lose don't mean it's bad coaching.
yeah, hold up though. That's a crazy statement to say. Tell me a coach that's bad, and then tell me that bad coach. Then tell me and give me examples on how they held themselves accountable.
But Dion's a good coach.
But I'm saying it ain't just that the statement is not just a Dion statement. It ain't a because he don't. It's a like tell me a coach that holds themselves accountable for being a badass coach.
Nobody.
Like as a Giants fan who just fired their head coach mid-season in Brian Dable because he's 2-8 for like the third season in the damn row, fourth season in a row, something like that. I mean, he ain't said either. I mean, so does the statement apply to him too? That's what I'm saying. I think it's broader than just the Deion Sanders thing. But people make it a thing like that when you make a statement like that. When it's like really like what coach says, you know what? They let me go because I was fucking up and I made the team suck and I was toxic or whatever the reason might be or what you might hit. I ain't never heard a coach say that. So it ain't that it's broader than a Deion Sanders thing, dog. When you say something like that,
Or
like
not being accountable.
yeah, like why is it a Dion never say why I got to be that? Like I ain't never heard a coach like say something like that. What in press conference, post press conference, or whatever, and say most coaches I know that lose every year don't be like what shits on me. Something we could have made. Like you gonna say where you can improve and things need to improve, and most coaches that are honest with themselves and honest with the media, they gonna say those things. We're gonna look at these things and we're gonna, but like nah, man. I've never heard a coach hold themselves accountable for being a bad coach in the NFL, for that matter, or any sport for that matter. That somebody was, nah, man. Most coaches, they trying their ass off whether they get it done or not. But I ain't never heard them say the. So I disagree with that statement about the Deion Sanders not holding himself accountable.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't think Dion don't hold himself accountable though. Let me see if I can find a picture of Dion Sanders, put him up on the screen. We're doing
Colorado
good,
head
man.
coach.
Double tap the screen. But yeah, Deion Sanders is a good coach, man. I don't know where that's coming from. Your coaching is not only based on your record; it's based on a lot of things. It's based on can you get the kids to play? Will the kids play for you? And we know for a fact that they will play for Deion Sanders.
One of me said Colorado put Deion Sanders on the map. Nah, I would say different. I beg to differ when it comes to that. I would say Dion put Colorado back on the map. Not that he put Colorado on the map, but Dion put Colorado back on the map. Nobody was thinking about go to Colorado. He
Hell
brought a
no.
lot of revenue. He brought a lot of revenue, tourism. Everybody just coming there to watch the games and celebrities flying in to do so. That's bringing revenue to everything that they're patronizing, from gas to convenience stores to fast food stores to restaurants to whatever you know towns. However many people like Dion has had a significant effect and impact on the economy in that area, man. I've read articles and shit like that on it. So I would say definitely he put Colorado on the map in that fashion. Definitely when it
Yeah,
comes to
what
that.
nobody going to no goddamn Boulder, Colorado. You might have Jay-Z,
So
Michael Jordan might come through that mother.
yeah, so that in that regard, I would say it that way. If you talk about coaching on a certain level, then you could say it. You could argue that Colorado put Dion on the map as far as like him coaching at that level of collegiate sports. Then if you want to say that, then that would be the argument of, or in fairness, to push back in that manner. But as far as like the impact overall on what he has, to the town, and why we're talking now, just that and the third about it is because of, you know, like yeah, I just think you weren't seeing people with Colorado jerseys or hats on before, uh, in that regard, so
No way.
Yeah, man. He got a lot of his players off to the league. They all, that's what he was preparing for, and he got them that way. So that was cool, man. Shout out to Dion for that as a coach. That's life changing right there. Damn. If we can't beat the New York Jets, well, this statement right here should be if we can't beat the Vegas Raiders, Stefanski should be fired. Well, I gotta be the Jets, dog. Like you playing number 31. According to the ESPN power rankings, it's 31 out of 32. That's Las Vegas. Yeah. Come on, Steph. You gonna do right there, Steph. That's crazy though. That's crazy. Yeah, how long has Kevin Stefanski been the coach of Cleveland? That's the question I have, Chad. I'm about to look it up, but I don't know how long he's been the coach there.
Some years. It's been some years.
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah.
Damn.
How long?
He, he is in his sixth season with the team.
Time go.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo.
What's that?
Nah, I'm just amazed that he's been there that long.
He won coach of the year 2 years in a row.
Yeah, man.
That's why we know he know what he's doing. He
But
knows
just
how to coach.
that's what I'm saying. He's been there for 5 years, and you moving like, yeah, come on, man. So anyway, all of that really changes things.
And what matters?
Fansky, man. Yeah, what's their record right now again?
Now, this is how you know that he know what he doing because ain't no way you could be the coach of the year and not know some of the things that he acting like he don't know.
Oh, they only won 2 games.
When? This year?
Oh, Cleveland? Yeah. They beat the Packers in week 3, 13-10. Then they beat the Dolphins 31-6. That's crazy.
That's it?
Yeah. Cleveland defense a monster though, man. They ain't let nobody score no more than 20 points all year. I lie. I lie. My bad. I'm talking about Cleveland's offense. They scored no more than 20. I'm looking at the other side of it. My bad, chat.
In the
They
chat
scored no more than
room.
20 points. Yeah.
Conspiracy going on in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Who is coach of the year? You talking about this year? Shedeur played against the Jets. Browns would have won. If he was prepared, not that throw him in the game shit. Oh well, Prime don't need money. Won't won't they go there just to play for a Hall of Famer? That's what he thought. Mandel Harvey says, you see the NFL talent in Pee Wee games. Sanders looked like NFL talent. Unfortunately, he still got a Pee Wee games offensive line.
Hey, yeah. Hey, man, he gonna be running. Yeah, man. Shotgun is your friend.
Flash in the pan talking about D-Boy Deion Sanders and his big old cowboy hat. Hey, they don't like that. They don't like Deion in that cowboy hat.
Yeah, Colorado. Boulder.
Yeah, they don't like Deion in that hat. He be styling that bitch.
Mm. Yeah, man. Yeah, did Colorado look like some shit this year though? Until next season, brother. Shit. We'll see what these Browns do.
Man, it's gonna be crazy. Y'all want to see some superstar status shit? Y'all want
You
to see some
see-
superstar status shit? Tune in Sunday to the goddamn Cleveland Browns. Never thought I would say that shit ever in my life.
Yo, hey chat. Question. Give me a score prediction for Sunday's game. That's like that I've asked y'all different things for interceptions and touchdown passes on Shedeur, but like what's the what's the actual score prediction between the Cleveland Browns versus the Las Vegas Raiders playing in Las Vegas? 4 o'clock game or 4:25 game or 4:05 game. One of them motherfucking times around that hour. God damn it. And I'm intrigued. I'm gonna let's see how it go.
We be
You know
AK
they're gonna
47.
and and you know they're gonna hype it up. You know the pregame shit. See, you know the difference too. Yo, I don't be watching a lot of TV all the time, and so I don't be swayed by a lot of the shit that they be swaying you to feel one way or another in the first place. But I will say that I know, come game day, I be watching the pregame. I always got that. I like that shit, but I can't imagine how they gonna be hyping that shit up and all the storylines and whatever with your door. It's gonna be a highly watched game, man. Like I'm shit. We all gonna check it out one way or another. I am. I'm intrigued. I'm rooting for Shador. Me personally, I'm rooting for Shador. I want him to be successful. I want him to be successful in this particular start on Sunday against the 31st ranked motherfucking team in the motherfucking league. And you better show it. Do you think?
Damn, they
So
really rank. They rank 31st.
yeah,
The
that's what the
Raiders.
power rank. That's according to ESPN's power rankings. They're 31 out of 32. I mean, Cleveland 29, so I'm saying they ain't nothing but a skip and a blip above them. But at the same time,
I ain't know
you could
nobody was
say
worse than Cleveland.
you could say that you was beneath me, you beneath me, and then do your thing. Okay, let me see, Chad. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? Do the Raiders have a good defense? Is what we be AK-47 say. Not good enough to be 2-8. I'll tell you that, buddy. So you do what you want with that math. I mean, but I will say Cleveland. They not Cleveland's defense. I'll tell you that much. Cleveland defense dope. They are not Cleveland's defense. 1731 Browns. That's what Ken Kenny says. 6031 says 1731 Browns. Okay,
That's that's
Charmaine, you
that's.
got 2028 Browns. 2028 Browns.
Mm.
Curtis. Curtis is his prediction is 27-23 Cleveland. Everybody standing there. 27. You know the Browns never scored no more than 20 points. So you saying Shador will immediately inject an increase in scoring. I see 31, 28, and 27 as far as Browns being predicted as winners from Curtis Charmaine and Ken Kenny. So let me see, Mandel, what you saying? 10-20 Browns. Lots of field
Damn,
goals.
don't
Sadly,
nobody
Las
got
Vegas does
the
turn up.
Raiders winning.
See, I like that realistic score right there, though, 10-20. Because I mean, look, but that's what I'm saying. Will Shador give them more offense instantly? Because with according to the record and according to the numbers that I looked at, Cleveland has scored no more than 20 points. Oh yeah. So
That's
that
because
10
Gabriel
20.
was on the helm.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So I'm asking if that will be looking at the stat line predictions in the chat as far as them all scoring over 20 points, except what Mandel said, that means that Shador is going to actually increase the offensive performance. Hmm. And output.
Ain't
Okay.
no question. I think he
That that
did.
that 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 that's an underlying storyline based off what the chat is saying on the predictions here. So that's interesting, yeah. That is interesting.
It is, and it's going basically off our own synopsis at this point.
Yeah. I expect two defensive scores by the Browns. And then for the Cleveland not to call a passing play, so that to showcase Sanders. So they just gonna run the ball. Run,
Nah,
run, run, run.
that's what they not going. If that was the case, they would have did that shit Sunday. That just passed. But I'm telling you this, man. It is an exciting time in football, and like I said, this is why I made the Michael Jordan reference because it's really what we got going on here. We got a young talent in Shedeur Sanders who just signed a huge deal with Nike, and it's just reminiscent of the superstars of the past. You know, Nike be knowing. And in this instance, I believe that Nike, yeah, they picked it right again. They picked it right again. And Sunday we're gonna know. We're gonna know for sure.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, man.
Mandel said Cleveland extremely conservative. They won't call passing plays. They'll do a defensive score and do 3 and out.
Three.
Remember, the coach is playing the fool. Um,
Mm.
so remember that Kevin Stefanski is not the commander in chief at this point.
He said he
It,
playing the fool, man.
it's Tommy Reese. I know, but he ain't calling no plays, so he can play the fool all he want, but he gonna have to play that motherfucker with a challenge flag or some shit like that because he don't have nothing to do on the sidelines right now.
Mm.
But I get what you're saying. Even if it's something else that he can mix up, he gonna do it. Y'all know the press conference that I saw today with Kevin Stefanski talking was the first time I ever heard him say Shedeur name. I don't know if y'all know this, but in his interviews, he specifically and purposefully does not say Shedeur Sanders' name. That's a whole nother animal as far as
I just want to know, like, when we have these narratives and then we talk about Stefanski or whoever, man, I just always think about like, yo, why they even draft this dude, man? Especially with all the quarterbacks they already got on the roster, and at least at the beginning of the year or at least during that draft period. And I'm just like, yo, man, what what's the point? What's the end game with this? What is it?
King Kenny said he noticed that he don't say his name. Now, what I'm saying, Charmaine said she noticed that too. What I'm saying is
Mm.
this: do y'all
Has he said it
realize
this week? Has he said it this week?
he did? He said it for the first
Okay.
time. I heard an interview
Oh,
and he said, Shedeur this, and he said something. I was like, oh
wow.
shit.
He said his
Holy
name.
shit. Kevin Stefanski said fucking Shadeur's name.
He who has no name. Yeah.
And you got to understand this. Psychologically, when you are to a point where you can't say somebody's name, then somewhere in your constitution to yourself, you're not fucking with that person. And you're making it known by not speaking their name. It's almost like they don't exist to you. And so what we seeing here with the whole malpractice thing and the whole, just bad setup altogether, all the way around the board. Like nothing he did was preparing neither one of these guys. Well, Dylan Gabriel got all of the reps. When Flacco was there, he was getting second team reps. Then he said because Dylan Gabriel was a rookie, he couldn't afford to give Shedeur reps. How? That just don't make no sense. The man gonna go and play a game with no nothing. Man, double tap that screen, man. Double tap that goddamn screen. That don't make no fucking sense to me. I don't care how you slice it up. That is never going to make sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they got their own agenda, man. That's all I see. At this point, it's kind of obvious. Like, yo, and to me, look, we're gonna see. Uh, we be AK-47 said the NFL is attempting to manufacture a bust with Shedeur. Keep your head on a swivel for weirdness in this game.
Hey man, shout out to you in the chat. That man speaking real shit right there.
Mhm.
Wait,
Mandel Harvey, 3429 says, I don't trust the word the Browns say. I watched Deshaun Washington throwing touchdown passes with his eyes closed. I'm assuming he was when he was with the Texans because he was damn near the top. He was the damn near he was the top quarterback in the league. And then suddenly he's so frustrated he's getting unnecessary roughness penalties. The Browns is dirty.
who was that?
That's what Mandel said. Mandel Harvey 3429 said that. He said he was throwing touchdowns with eyes closed. Deshaun Watson was. Then all of a sudden, he's so frustrated he's getting unnecessary roughness penalties and then and all types of charges too. You know, Stefanski knows his days are numbered as a coach of the Browns. That's what Curtis Franklin said. And Charmaine can't stand Fev. Fev. Can't stand Kev.
Who that?
Charmaine. I can't stand Kev. That's that, that, that,
That's my
that's
girl.
how she said it. That's how she said it. I can't stand Kev.
Haslam know the value to 12 on his team. You goddamn right, Haslam know. Haslam know what's up, man.
Jersey sales, I bet you, who's the number one selling jersey in Cleveland Browns this year.
We already
Hmm.
it's the
Hmm.
Shedeur got the number one jersey sale in the NFL, dog.
I don't know about that, yo. Look
I'm
here.
telling you.
He might be up, but I don't think number one in the league though. Not at this point
Shit.
in the season. I don't. Hold on a second. Let me look.
Who's
Let me
selling more
check it.
jerseys? At this point, he probably gone up. And the NFL don't like that goddamn prime equity. They don't like that. I cannot stand Kev.
Let's
Haslam
see.
is a beast. I don't understand the hate for him. A beast at what? I don't think nobody hate Haslam. Yeah, Browns fans think he's a bad owner. Um, nah, man, but you got to give the people what they want. That's what
I'm
consists of a
seeing.
good owner.
I'm looking at. I'm trying to. I'm trying to put. I'm looking at different lists right now, but I'll say generally, as far as the top selling jerseys in the league, is Saquon Barkley, Patrick Mahomes,
Mm.
Jalen Hurts, C.J. Stroud, but Jaden Daniels and Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is on the list. It's on the list. I just don't know the rankings right now. But Saquon definitely would probably be or
Number
was.
one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, for all the reasons.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, man. So it's gonna be some electricity going on this week. 4 o'clock game. I would definitely be tuned in, man. I'll get ready to wrap this live up. We've been on here for a minute. We still got 36 people in here. It's tough. And my chat still going, man. We ain't going nowhere. Sanders still number one selling jersey. Ain't no question. Haslam is a terrible owner, the only constant in these decades of futility. Damn, my man spoke. Medieval shit. Man, Dale said, I don't trust a word the Browns say. I watched Deshaun Watson throwing touchdown passes with his eyes closed. Suddenly, he's so frustrated, he's getting unnecessary roughness penalties. Browns is dirty.
Yeah, I already read that, yo.
My bad, I'm sorry.
Hey, what's the yo, Charmaine? I think Sanders is the fifth selling jersey in the league, I think, but I think he's the number one rookie selling the number one selling jersey as far as rookies so far this year. Yeah, shout out to the chat. Definitely, definitely. Thanks for hanging with us, y'all. We appreciate that too. We appreciate it live.
Yes, indeed, man. Make sure y'all
Yeah.
subscribe to the channel. This shit like every day, multiple times a day. And if y'all been in the chat all this time, man, you might as well go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that little bell notification to let you know when we go live. As soon as we go live, that bell gonna bing. It's gonna pop up on your channel. Say, hey, Real Creator is live. And you can get with us, man. They said Haslam's needs to go on a fishing trip with Jerry Jones and learn about how to own a team. Shout out to Jerry Jones in the chat, man. Shout out to Curtis Franklin, man. And shout out to everybody who participated in this live tonight. I'm getting sleepy as I don't know what. Hey Vern, I see you on the polo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In about 5 minutes. Chat, I holler at y'all, man. We out for the night. Y'all already know what it is, man. More sports, more fun, more chat. We holler at y'all.
Yeah, we see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Yep.